So sorry for that, but a man's gotta eat. How about you guys spend your experience points?
Well, it's easy for me. I don't have enough to buy anything, so.
It is indeed easy.
I don't know how much I have right now.
No, I think lately I've just been trying to buff up all my stats. I don't have a lot of.
I think I'm saving. I'm gonna see if I have anything. I usually have. I have enough to put 2 into wounds.
That's actually pretty good.
So I am going to do that.
I already have I was gonna say I could buff up search, but I already have a 53 in search. So I think I'll just continue with my plan of buffing up my stats right now.
Okay, so Sean, you're waiting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Jason.
notes.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're also taking notes. Jason, you've bought 2 wounds.
Yep.
Andrew, nothing, and Brian, nothing.
Yeah, I can't access my character sheet right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's correct.
I have a question for Sean. Sean, where did you see the load bearing encumbrance? Because the only thing I saw was related to only strength.
Yeah, I thought it was always only to strength, and then when I was actually reading the encumbrance section, it said strength plus toughness times 10. But that was one of the issues I was having this morning as I was getting ready to get on the call, is that I have no idea where my copy of the book is right now.
Okay.
But it would be on that page, whatever page that is that mentions encumbrance. There's like a it seems like it's almost like a separate it's like a little paragraph blurb, like right there. Yeah.
I'll try to find it. Wait a second.
Yeah, I found it. I checked like a couple weeks ago, and it only said strength for me. So I don't know if it's a different version or what.
Yeah. Actually, give me a minute. Yeah. Let me find it again, because aside from the fact that I can't find the book and it's bugging me, let me look.
I have it on page 103.
Okay.
It says optional encumbrance, I think.
All right, I'm gonna mute you guys right now, so you don't have to listen to me curse while I look for it.
Okay, no worries. Oh, nice to know that Polish index is horrible when it comes to our version of the rule book.
If I can't get roll 20 up in time, could you roll for me, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, Bran, because there's this one thing. Remember that you can boost your rolls by spending luck points.
Yeah.
Which is
Jason suggested that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, guys, I have it. I have the encumbrance right in front of me.
I just found it too.
You can carry the number of items equal to the encumbrance points, which is equal to his strength test times 10.
Okay.
I mean, strength stat times 10, which means that, for example, if you have 45 strength, you can carry for 450 encumbrance. And for each 50 points beyond that limit, your speed decreases by 1. Unless you're a dwarf, because basically they don't give a shit, and they can carry their encumbrance times 20, not times 10.
Okay, so mine is different then. So also on page 103, there's 2 columns in the optional encumbrance rule under the equipment section, chapter 5.
Okay.
And on the right hand side, the third paragraph says a character or creature's encumbrance value equals the sum of character or creature's strength and toughness characteristics multiplied by 10.
Yeah, that's what mine says at the end too. So it says it twice. On the second paragraph says the times 10. Then the last paragraph says strength and toughness multiplied by 10.
Well,
Correct.
that means that it's
My electronic copy agrees with Mike's.
yeah.
Now read that last paragraph of encumbrance.
Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, you're right. I see it there. Character, yeah.
So it's like one of those is a typo, maybe.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because it says up here. It says, but yeah, the second paragraph says strength characteristic times 10, and then it says a character encumbrance value equals the sum. Yeah, that's weird.
You know what? There was an FAQ on that. They did an FAQ early on. Let me see if I can find that.
I believe my rulebook already has FAQ involved. And by the way, for I'm playing DMing Warhammer for 10 years. I never saw the thing with strength plus toughness, only with strength.
Okay. Well, then if it's only strength, then I have to go back to not being able to carry stuff. Okay. I'll figure it out. Yeah, because I mean that's just it. I will be completely unable to pursue.
Let me see one thing very quickly, Sean.
I just pulled up the errata and it's not in.
It's not in.
It's not in there. So
just curious, Miguel, what does your last paragraph say of optional encumbrance?
Let me see. It's here. It's here. You are right. I haven't read the last paragraph. I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because but you are correct because
free fate points for everyone.
All right.
No, just kidding. But seriously, yeah, it's strange. I have it as well. Yeah.
It seems like a typo. Now I know with mounts, it's like strength times toughness for mounts because otherwise they wouldn't be able to carry anything.
Yeah, because the first paragraph is only strength times 10, and in case of dwarfs times 20. But then it's strength plus toughness. But like I've said, I honestly, it's not like I want to swindle you guys, but I never saw strength plus toughness when it comes to encumbrance.
Okay.
Tell you what, before our next game, I'm going to ask a few people who are actually working in the... who are actually, they are selling Warhammer Fantasy 2nd edition here in Poland. I know a few of them, and I will ask them. Because they have fan page with on Facebook where you can ask questions about the game, and they will know. If I'm wrong, and it's actually true that it's strength plus toughness, then there will be some kind of recompense for you guys. Okay. But for now, like I've said, let's just stick with the strength.
Okay. I'll just have to. I'll go and update my number. I just have a spreadsheet that I'm running, and so I'll just update the formula.
Sean, just out of curiosity, what do you need to have for your career? Because I'm probably in a similar situation where it's a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah. So that's just it. Is right now I think I'm over. Yeah, so like right now, if I'm carrying all my stuff that I need for the vampire hunter thing, and actually I think there's a few items that I don't have because I lost them, like some little stuff like holy water and stakes that don't really cost much. But so for the crossbow and the full mail, that's really what's killing me.
So you need to have a crossbow for that then, because crossbows are ridiculously heavy in this game.
Well, that's just it. Is I essentially have 360 of encumbrance that I need to have. The repeater crossbow and the full mail, and then it gets even worse when I go to witch hunter because then I need full plate, and I can't even buy. Essentially, by itself, the full plate would have me lying on the ground like that kid from A Christmas Story.
Yeah. So
I can't get up.
So I know there's this place in Marienburg which you could buy children. And sometimes they come with magical mutations.
Yeah, but can they actually carry a lot of stuff? Okay.
They just need to carry a crossbow.
Okay, guys. Anyway, we will... like I said, I'm going to check it out later, alright? And now let's go back to our game. Brian, are you ready? You're not ready yet.
No, I can't get in yet. Could you roll the dice for me for the first couple rolls?
Okay. So last time you were attacked by something from the swamp, from deep in the swamp. Oh, sorry. One more thing. If you think that I'm speaking strangely today, it's because I've took 3 very strong painkillers, and I'm
you too, huh?
yeah, I'm basically a little bit groggy. So I'm sorry for that. But of course I'm going to. I'll try and do my best. Yeah, but no joke. So you were attacked by something in the swamp. This tentacled thing. It snared both of your boats and it tried to capsize them. Fortunately, Lucas and Leopold, you were able to hold for dear life and eventually drive the thing off. Unfortunately, your friends and your guide, Jekyll Samfman, fell into the water. And only Jekyll and Vincent managed to emerge from the stinking mire and climb back onto the boat. Vincent is half dead essentially. Jekyll is laughing like a maniac and just the swamp is fantastic, shouting things like that. To your dismay, you don't see Sally or Gennaro anywhere. They are still under the surface of the cursed marsh. Dum dum dum.
I was just thinking that.
So, Brian, let's start with you. It's your first round of 5 of rolling. After 5 rounds, you will die, simply put, and you will need to spend a fate point to survive. So, do you want to use one of your luck points for me to boost your chances at succeeding?
Yes.
Alright, bear in mind, if you botch, it will add 1d4 rounds to your drowning.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm rolling. Here it goes. And of course, you can spend your luck point on that roll.
Yeah, I want to spend the luck to increase it by 10.
Let's roll. And of course, it's 100.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Let's see, 1d4. Alright, I've rolled it 2 times because roll 20 is stupid. So first roll, works 2 more turns. So you have only 2 turns before you drown. Essentially, your lungs begin to fill with water. And you can feel, drowning, going deeper and deeper into the endless bottom of this horrible swamp. There's no hope for you. This is the end. Right, after that we shall go with with the standard initiative. So it's Andy, Jason, and Sean, as shown in the roll 20. On the roll 20, Andrew, Lucas. What's your plan?
Now, if I remember correctly, I had tossed the rope out into the general vicinity of the bubbles, and it just kind of floated there.
Yeah, it floats.
Last, right. So I'm going to pull it in real quickly, and if I have time... Well, while I'm pulling it in, I'm going to look to see if I can't find anything that's a little bit heavy to tie to the end of it.
Pulling the rope takes... Let's say it takes
at least my whole action, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it takes your whole action because it's the rope is heavy from the dampness from the water. You've pulled the rope, and what now?
While I'm pulling it up, I want to look to see if there's anything I see that I could tie to the end of it next turn.
There are a few things in the boat. Like I said before, some of the things fell into the water when you were when you were attacked. But there are a few things which you could probably tie to the rope. Like there's a small barrel, some kind of a bottle. There's the anchor.
The anchor would probably be too big.
Probably, yeah.
Too heavy. Oh, well, what do you know? I just knocked Sally unconscious. Oops.
yeah. That's on a battery wood.
Yeah.
Didn't I see that movie? I can't remember which movie it was, but somebody was drowning and they threw something heavy and just hit the guy in the head and he went under.
Oh my god. Okay, so You're looking for stuff to tie to the rope and then throw. Right. Jason.
For next turn, yeah.
Yeah. Vincent, what about you?
Vincent's through his coughs and gags is gonna yell, "Jackal, our friends can't swim. Get in there with a rope. Leopold, help him out."
That's it.
And that's all I'm doing.
Leopold, what about you?
Okay. I believe I was holding a oar in my hand at the time,
Yes, you
trying to
were.
hold it out for somebody to grab. So I, since nobody's coming to the surface, I'm going to put the oar back in the thing and look for a rope.
Roll me D100. No, roll me your perception.
Okay. Where's my perception? It's somewhere on here.
Oh, also, the whole time this is going on, I'm cursing about having never left the woods of Talavik land, and
Of course.
how this is what happens when you get in the water.
I percept like a mofo.
Yes, you are a very perceptive man, and you've indeed spotted a rope in your boat.
Right.
I'm in the boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. So let's say that it was a free. You've spent your 2 free actions. Like you've dropped the pole, right, the oar, and
Yeah.
you've spotted the rope. So you can still do something if you want.
Okay. I will tie a length of the rope around my waist,
There you go.
and
I was
then
waiting
I
till
will
somebody's gonna do that.
and then I will tell Jekyll to jump in the water and see if he can swim down with the rope to find anybody.
All right. Remember that Jekyll is in the boat with Lucas, and you are in the boat with Vincent.
I thought it was
it's the other way around.
No.
Also, remember he's completely insane and will
Yes.
probably come back up with like some kind of reverse merman that kills us all.
Right. Well, but
fishman.
he's the only one that knows how to swim, though. I don't know how to swim, and I've already drowned once before, so I'm not looking to jump in the water, especially not in full male.
Yeah. Well, can he swim? Actually, wait a second. Yeah, he can swim with a +10. In fact. All right. So okay. You are saying this to Jekyll, and you are what? You are knitting the rope around your waist, right?
Yeah, my thought is that I'll be an anchor point for someone to pull themselves back up.
Okay, I get it. Next round, Sally, you can roll now.
Okay.
Tell me if you want to.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm gonna use a luck. I should have 2 left after this.
Remember that when you lose your fate point, you automatically lose 1 luck because they are, dependent on the amount of fate points you have.
Okay, I haven't used any fate points yet.
Yeah. You have. This is your. You have one. You have still 1 round after that to get out of the water, or you die. So
Now, what did I need?
you need to roll a 15 essentially on D100
Okay.
if you are using your luck. If not, 5%.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my luck.
Second luck, 15%.
Ugh.
You can get out. All right, Andrew. What are you tying to the rope?
You said there was a bottle,
Yeah, there is about
like,
it. There-
yeah. I want to use that because that should fill up with water and drag it down.
It's a bottle sealed with wax. Essentially,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
bottle of the stuff that Jekyll drinks. Some kind
Oh,
of
okay,
strange
then-
moonshine.
In that case, one of the barrels.
All right, so you are knitting the rope around the barrel as fast as you can.
Mhm.
Tell you what, if you pass your outdoor survival test, you'll still be able to throw the barrel into the water.
No.
Nah, maybe luck?
Yeah.
Nice! Like a pro, you simply, put your rope around the barrel. You've made 3 knots. It's like your fingers are magical. They can do wonders, not only to women. And essentially, the barrel is ready, and you are throwing the barrel into the water. Which means that next time, Sally, you'll be having a slight bonus for your last roll. Let's just
Okay.
Let's make it that, because that was a very, very, very good roll on Andrew's part. Jason, what about you? I'm not doing anything for Jekyll because he essentially just laughs.
Okay.
Can I intimidate him? Kind of threaten him?
Yeah, but you have a huge minus modifier because you've essentially came out of the water and you are still coughing out a lot of liquid. You're not really intimidating. You're just, you look like a wet man.
Yeah.
Who's trying to be tough and Do you even have the intimidate skill?
I do.
Okay, cool. So
I don't know how to use that. So I think it's just a plus.
it's a strength test essentially.
I also have menacing too on top of that.
So that gives you a bonus essentially.
So it's a strength test.
Yeah, but you can't intimidate Jekyll, even if you want to, because he's in the other boat.
Yeah.
If you want to intimidate something, you need to be like, right face to face, right next to him. And the rope between your boats is like 2-3 meters, something like that.
All right, I'm going to grab the other end of the rope that Lucas is tying the bottle to.
You're in the boat with Leopold. Lucas?
No, he's in the boat with Lucas.
No, really?
Yeah, Jekyll's in the boat with me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Vincent is in the boat with Lucas.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. In that case, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab that and just start wrapping it around a secure, like a bench or something in the boat. Meanwhile, gagging myself, trying to puke up as much of that water I had.
Okay. You're trying to secure the rope as best as you can. No worries. So now, Leopold.
Yes. Okay, well, since it looks like Jekyll's not going to help me...
Nah, he's really not.
How long do I think it would take me to take off my mail?
Oh my god. You have full mail?
Yeah.
3 to 4 rounds, something like that.
Oh god.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you have to take off your backpack first.
Yeah. Okay. Because
you toss the rope to someone else and jump in.
that's kind of where I'm going with that. That's what I was going to do, but well, let's see. So I take the free end of the rope. I have it tied around my waist. I'm gonna take the free end of the rope, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Vincent, catch," and I'm gonna try to throw him the other end of the rope.
Ballistic skill roll.
Okay. Actually, one of my good skills.
With a huge bonus, you basically can miss, but just in case. Remember that the boats are swaying a bit.
Oh!
You've actually missed. The rope fell into the water. You just have to, pull it back. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. If there would be a boat, you would fall off into the mire.
With a rope tied around.
Yeah. All right. Sally, this is it.
Is this the point where I want to use the fate point, or should I try to roll one more time first?
If you fail now, you have one more roll. If you fail now, it's over. You need to use your fate point for survival.
Okay.
But fortunately,
what do I need?
You can feel your consciousness abandon you. You are dying essentially. But suddenly you see that something breaks the murky water above you, so far above you that it's almost like it's on the end of the world, and there's this object coming towards you. It's your salvation. It's the barrel. With your last ounce of strength, you are trying to grab the barrel and pull yourself out. So that means that you have additional plus 30%. If you going to use your luck, that means that you have a total of 45%.
Yeah, I'm gonna use luck too.
All right.
So this is my third luck today.
Yeah, if you roll 45 or below, it's okay. If not, well.
Then fate point time.
Yep.
All right. Nope. Fate point.
Fate point it is. The barrel swam past you. You weren't strong enough or fast enough.
If you are an alcoholic, you probably would have gotten a +10 on top of all that.
Yeah.
At least it didn't bonk you on the head.
Yeah. One additional insanity point, Brian, and I'm going to tell you what you have lost when the guys will finally pull you out of the water, because you will lose quite a lot of stuff, unfortunately. Is your character sheet updated when it comes to your gear?
Gear, yes. Encumbrance, no. But I'm not over.
Okay, now I'm only interested in your gear. All right, guys. It was dramatic. You were throwing the ropes into the water. You were trying to get your friends out of there. To no avail, unfortunately. But finally, after almost an hour, you saw that somehow both Gennaro and Sally emerged by swimming slowly towards you, holding a log. They must have, they must have been like flown by the currents further away from you. Emerge, grab the log for dear life, and then swam back to you. They look horrible. They are almost, half dead. By now, Vincent, you've stopped coughing out your lungs. But I will need you to make a single roll. Toughness roll, please.
Okay.
I have one wound right now.
No, you do not have one wound, I believe. Because you haven't taken damage. It was suffocation. It's something a bit different. But you will need to make me 2 rolls, Brian.
All right. Here's my toughness roll.
Okay.
Oof.
All right. You begin to cough.
Okay.
What this means is that you have -5 to all your stats for quite some time.
All right.
Walking pneumonia.
Yeah, but it's still better than Jekyll, because Jekyll apparently has something very bad going on with his stomach. Even though he's still jolly, he essentially has an explosive case of diarrhea.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's like, something like that.
Hey, Lucas, I'm glad we're on this boat.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, hey Jekyll, why don't you go back to your boat?
I'm pretty fine, my man. I just need to get this thing out of me. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that crawfish.
All right, stern end over the poop deck. Let's go.
Yeah, but he doesn't really care about the deck. He just lets it flow, essentially. He probably is kind of used to this kind of thing,
Yeah.
You don't know why Sandy he developed this kind of condition, but it's friggin' disgusting, essentially. The stench is simply put abominable, and even in the old world, when someone shits their pants few times, that's disgusting. You are appalled at what you see.
Do I have to roll willpower or toughness?
No, you don't have to roll anything, but
Dexterity.
Yeah,
you don't want to know why.
But it will be very hard sleeping in a boat with this man. Just
Geez.
so you know. Anyway, you see Sally and Gennaro swimming towards you. And you can hear Vincent's coughing and sneezing. Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to let them, pass you by.
No. I shout to them. Here's a rope, and I try to throw the rope to them now.
With the last of his strength, Gennaro grabs the rope, and with some effort, after a few tense minutes, both of them get on the boat with Lucas and Vincent. All right. So now I need to. Sorry. So first of all, Sally, roll 2 toughness tests. All right. You've passed the first. You failed the second. How many luck points do you have left?
1.
You want to reroll that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll reroll it.
Last luck? Nope. With some concern, you've noticed that Sally has similar condition to Jekyll.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, Sally, I think the other boat probably has more room for you.
Explosive diarrhea. And now let's roll for Gennaro. I will roll for him, of course. He doesn't have any luck points left. I'm going to tell you what this means, Brian, in a second. First row he failed. Second row he failed with a botch. Oh.
Okay. I think we might need to have a sick boat and a healthy boat.
I was gonna say that this is sounding like a game of Oregon Trail now.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
Died
Yeah.
of dysentery.
Well, shit, quite literally. I need to check those 2 illnesses. They are quite nasty. Essentially, what this means, Sally, you have -10 to all your main characteristics. Because I'm going to read you the description. You are vacating a huge amount of fluids and half-digested food. But since this is Warhammer, we also have blood added to the mix. You guys actually know, it's a common folk knowledge, that this is a divine punishment meted out towards sinners and vile people. And of course, unfortunately, it's quite popular in the old world since the sanitary conditions are horrible. But Sally, since you failed both of your tests, you have a total.
No, I failed one of them.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you only have a -10 for quite some time. I'm not going to tell you for how long. Now, Gennaro. This is quite a nastier case, honestly. Okay, I know what he has. He only has a single illness. So, Sally and Gennaro are on your boat, Lucas. And Vincent. They look horrible. Sally is defecating like crazy.
Point that off the edge of the boat, please.
He's too weak. he almost died. Unless someone props him towards the edge, he literally just lay there and shit under himself.
I'm probably still coughing up water too, catching my breath.
Yeah, that too.
I want to help Sally to the edge for all our sakes.
Okay.
Assuming that I've gained some of my strength back. You said this was about an hour.
Yeah,
past.
you can do that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Brian, we will roll for every single part of your equipment and see if you've lost anything. All right?
Yep. I'm already out of gunpowder ammunition. You said, right?
Yeah, but you might lose a lot more.
Yeah.
You don't lose your armor or your clothes, but everything else is a fair game. So first, it will be a simple 50-50, and you're going to roll since it's your equipment, all right? 1-5 means that you keep the thing. 6-10 means that you've lost it in the mire. Let's start with your weapons. Let's start with blackjack. 1-5. You've kept it. Now, dagger. This will require some rolls, boys. Sorry for that. Nice.
No, cool.
Tylian Gladius.
Oh.
Anyone want to use luck for him? Because I am allowing this right now.
We got our luck back, right?
Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll spend a luck for Sally.
Roll one more time, Brian. No, it's gone. Swordbreaker.
Hang on 1 second.
Man, and the things you had to do to get that sucker back.
I know.
Swordbreaker is alright. Sling. No. Pistol. No.
You can use a luck of mine for the pistol.
Yeah. Go for it.
Actually, save your luck for the money.
Yeah, war chest.
The pistol is worth a lot more money than you have.
Is it?
It's
200?
400, I believe. Or 200.
Okay,
400. Yeah, 400 is the handgun. Alright, roll.
Nope.
Pistol is still gone. Soldier's backpack with everything inside.
Oh! Someone give me a luck.
Yeah, I'll give you one. I got one.
Oh, I was gonna say it's my turn to give him a luck for that.
Okay.
That's pretty big.
Yes.
Ooh.
Alright, so what was inside your backpack, as I don't want to swindle you?
First aid kit, rugged blanket,
Alright,
skillet, water skin,
alright,
madman's cap,
cool, writing kit.
writing kit.
Very expensive purple yellow clothes. Alright, you still have those, but they are poor quality clothes right now.
My money's inside the pants. I just want to point that out. Everything else,
We're going
think
to
would be
roll
in
for
the-
money in a second, but you have
Yeah.
Two-tailed Comet Charm. Roll for that. I presume it's on your neck.
yeah, that's on my neck.
So roll. You have it still. Sigmar protects. Sleeping bag is probably attached to the backpack,
Yeah.
so you can lose it as well. Please roll. Nope. Also remove tablets that purify water since they've dissolved, essentially. But the set of antitoxins is still fine. Oh, the torches you can also remove because they are useless.
Yeah, I don't know why I have those anyway.
Engraving kit, alright. Simple lock and pick, right. Cutlery, pipe. Arabian black, you can remove it. It's useless. It's damp. Dwarven flashbang. Roll 1-5. If you roll 1-5, it's operational. After all, it's dwarven technology. It's operational. Now the war chest. Is it inside the backpack or?
It's in my pants by my nuts. That's where I keep all my money.
Roll. You know what to do.
Oh.
No. Are we back at the top of the luck round?
It's your call, guys.
I'm gonna give Sally a luck.
All right.
All right, nice. This is an expensive session here. Oh,
It's
Yay!
alright.
lost something.
That's it. That's it. You've lost something. Well, quite a lot, honestly, but you know. You still have blackjack, dagger, and swordbreaker. Now.
Can I use the sword breaker as a hand weapon?
No, it has its own
It has
stats.
to be used as an offhand pairing weapon. Okay.
No, I mean you can use it in your main hand, no problem. But it still has the stats of a swordbreaker, so I think it's strength -3.
Yeah.
It's essentially a glorified, dagger. Let's roll for Gennaro. Who wants to roll for Gennaro and see how much he has lost?
I can roll for him.
Other than the
Or
fact
Sally, if you want to.
that I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have all those things listed on
I don't
his
think he has
character
much.
sheet.
Yeah, he doesn't have much. He
Yeah.
lost almost everything.
But he can.
He got a little bit of money when we got paid.
All right, Vincent, roll for club.
Club. It's a
Oh,
loss.
lost it.
That's a loss. He doesn't have his club. Brian, will you update his character sheet right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Remove the club. Knuckle duster, Jason.
Knuckle
No.
dusters.
Buckler.
So he lost the club.
Yeah, he lost the club
And-
and the knuckle duster. He only has his buckler left. Now, roll for his sling bag. He lost it. And with that, he probably lost the cutlery, the rations, the elven coin. Roll for it separately. Oh wait, he did have an elven coin. No,
Trying to think.
he didn't.
He might have lost it when
so-
he got beat up.
Remove elven coin, remove good quality elven clothing, remove blanket, remove everything from this guy. He essentially only has his buckler left. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. All right.
Rough day in the wasteland.
You see that Gennaro is laying there. He looks at you, Lucas. Mother, is that you? Can I go home, Mother, please?
No, son, it ain't your mother.
Mother, why are you saying this to me?
He's not like vomiting or anything,
No.
right? No, I'm gonna like tap his cheek, not like slap him, but yeah.
When you slapped his cheek, you felt the heat. This man is burning up.
Okay, I'm gonna announce to the other conscious and non-diarrheaing people that Gennaro is burning up. I also have first aid. Is there anything I can do to deal with it?
No, you need to be a doctor. You need to have the medicine skill.
Okay,
Although
yeah,
you can roll on first aid with a minus
I have
30%.
first aid. Hold on. I mean, I know I have it. Where is it? Let's see.
I'm going to shuffle away from Gennaro, kind of like slightly panicky, hearing that he's sick.
Yeah, remember that Sally is also sick. Sally right now, has his ass over the edge of the boat, and he proudly adds a lot to the marsh. Hello.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
Nice.
To your horror, you know what's wrong with Gennaro. His it's the scurvy. It's the scurvy insanity. I mean, I don't know what it's called in the English version, guys, because in Polish version it's basically that. You've heard about it, Lucas. You've heard about it from the fishermen in Talabek land. What this means is that he's hallucinating. He's burning up. There soon will be boils on his tongue and lips, and they will burst. And he's hallucinating, but it's not the worst thing. The worst thing is that this man needs a lot of water, but I don't mean a lot, which you don't have here because this is marsh. You quickly scan both of your boats, and by the way, some of the water fell into the water of the marsh, just in case anyone's wondering. And to your estimates, even if only Gennaro would drink everything you have, it still wouldn't be enough. This man needs clean bed, medical attention, professional, and a lot of water, or he will die. But
yeah,
that's not the worst thing.
Oh,
You remember one last tale told to you by a riverman from Talabek land. You see, people who are sick, who are suffering this kind of illness, they sometimes turn feral.
turn what?
Feral.
Feral?
The hallucinations are so strong and so violent that they think that their friends or their family are monsters or murderers, and they want to kill them, and then they defend themselves.
I missed the last 30 seconds. I know.
Essentially, it's time to tie Gennaro up tightly
Sick boat.
and put him in a sick boat.
Well, no, he
yes.
could attack us essentially.
If you put him in a sick boat, Lucas, you know that unless he will being he's going to be watched. Sorry. For example, he can just stand up and think that the swamp is desert or grass, and he just walk right out of the boat.
Right. Well, that's why we're tying him up is to keep
But
him from being
right now,
harm.
only Lucas knows this, guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
So
going to ask that.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna tell them what I think it is, and then I definitely think tying him up is the right thing to do.
Moore's blessing. Is he contagious? And I want to get further away from him.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna actually ask is if I think it's a contagious disease or not.
I hear that holding a urine-soaked rag over your mouth.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Even with your very good row, for this kind of information, you still need a proper medic.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them I don't. When he asks that, I'm gonna say I don't think it is because logic says that. Hold on, just 1 second.
I'm going to.
Logic would say he wouldn't have, if it was contagious, he wouldn't have caught it in the swamp. But if that makes sense, right? Like, but I'm going to say I don't know for sure.
Well,
I don't want to take that chance. What are we going to do?
well,
He's gonna be okay.
but he's fine. Can't you guys see? He just drank some swamp water. He's very excellent. Aren't you, my man? Asks Jekyll from the other boat.
I don't
I'm
like
like,
this at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I don't know
gag
anything
myself.
Look
Like
at
all the
him. He's
laughing he was
just.
doing and shit. I don't know any of that.
What?
All right.
Oh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Like I said, Sally, you are busy just... by the
Yeah.
way, you will also need a lot of fluids because you have diarrhea. And
Do I know that?
Yeah,
that
you
I
know
need
that
fluid?
because it's quite a common thing in the old world, and all of you had this quite many times, especially after eating something bad. But this case of yours is particularly vile. You can feel that you are losing a lot of strength with each dump.
And we think it's from I guess sins or doing something wrong, right? Doing something bad.
Well, it's a folk tale,
There's you can make your own observations.
Whether
too,
you believe it or
Yeah.
not, it's up to you. But you don't need to turn into fanatics. I just told you that what many people in the old world believe.
This is Warhammer. We're supposed to be fanatics.
Well,
Lucas,
true enough.
perhaps we should put these three on one boat.
I think so. I agree.
I could see the Genera, but we're gonna need water.
I'm ignoring what you said, and I'm going to start pulling the boat. I'm kind of giving you this look of what the hell
Mother,
did you do?
you are so beautiful, says Gennaro, looking at you, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tying his hands and feet.
By the way, all of his stats are halved, round down, just so you know.
I want to look at Lucas and say, why did you have to call him son when he asked if you were his mother?
Because I'm a condescending, you know what?
Well,
It would have been that or boy.
Re-
Neither one of them would have. Yeah.
remember one thing. If you tie Jekyll, who's going to row the boat?
Oh, we're not going to tie Jackal.
Yeah,
We're just he's
you
just
can't
going to
put
be...
all-
Well, no,
Gennaro was doing the rowing, though, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I
sorry,
have-
who's going to steer the boat, rather?
I have drive.
But do you know where to go?
No, but Jack Hill can still direct
Yeah,
from.
he's just hanging out in the sick.
Yeah,
boat.
well,
He can
we're-
still tell
we're-
us which way to go.
All right.
Yeah, we're not tying Jack Hill up or doing anything against Jack Hill. He's just going to be in the back boat so that everybody who has the
All right. How do you want to get Sally and Gennaro to the second boat? You are in the middle of a swamp. They are way too weak. to.
You guys are being assholes.
Yeah.
Yep.
To go.
My concern
I think-
concern right now is ending up in the drink because Leopold is like, yeah, I would like to not be in a boat with a guy shitting his brains out, but I'm also afraid if I try to jump to the other boat that I'm going to end up in the
I
drink.
think we pulled the two boats up next to each other,
Yeah.
like literally
Now-
right next to each other.
We
Sally
could
would be easy.
try to lash the boats together. They might be more stable that way. Yeah. All right. Okay. So
So we'll-
Leopold tries to pull on the rope to get them closer together and see if we can swing them around to get them lashed side by side.
Yeah, and we'll take the little extra effort of tying the fronts together and the backs together.
Yeah, sorry, Vincent, do you have the skill row?
No, I have drive.
No, that's not the same.
Okay.
Does anybody have row?
Of course not. Row and swimming are two skills which no one ever takes.
Jaquil must have it.
Yeah, but he's shitting himself.
So he's probably not going to be able to do it either way. So
No,
we're just-
you can see that this man is pretty fine. He's actually
Oh.
very happy about his condition.
well, we can
It's a
make the
gift
sick
from the
boat
swamp.
the front boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
He
Well,
says,
I'll-
I can row, but someone will need to, I won't be able to tell you where to go because I will be facing backwards. In game's terms, this means that someone will need to make navigation tests.
And
Navigation,
do they have to be on the front boat, or can they be on either boat?
well, it will have to be in the front boat because the front boat is the boat which, like pulls the whole thing forward, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I have navigation.
Very good.
Yeah. You're the only one, I think.
It will be a -10 navigation skill for you to make each day, one each day, and it will be fine.
Okay.
All right. So,
I-
how do you guys?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Well, my understanding is that this is the second day, right? So we just have one more day of travel ish to get to where we're going.
You think so?
Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that. Okay.
You hope so.
So,
Actually.
mhm. So then, does that mean that instead of for the sick boat idea, since Jekyll is also sick, does that mean maybe we just leave Sally and Gennaro in the boat with Jekyll and Lucas, and Vincent comes over to the back boat again?
We could do that. I'm okay with that.
I think you need more able-bodied people in the front boat.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think because the reason that I say that is because I feel like transferring lots of people between boats is
It's
problematic.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous if you don't have a stable, stable conditions, so to speak, right?
Right.
Because the boats sway.
Mhm.
Gennaro is essentially he's just laying. He won't be able to even get up by himself. And and Sally is also very weak because he's losing a lot of fluids and a lot of strength.
So, Lucas, are you okay if Jack Eel and I switch spaces? It puts you in a dire strait, but you're from Talabic land, so you're used to it.
You're used to living
Yes,
in-
I do have a problem with that.
All right, so that's what we'll do.
Fuck you, Lucas. Sorry.
I'll knock your ass out in the
Into
back
the
of
other
wall.
boat. Sounds like a plan.
Well, democracy is a beautiful thing. Anyway, so what's the order? What's the plan? Because I'm kind of lost. Lucas is in front with Jekyll, right? Lucas is rowing. Jekyll is, or is it
I
the
think
other way
that has
around?
to be the case.
Sorry,
No, I think we can pretty much stay where we are. It sounds like.
Well, but Jekyll is the one that has to row. That's the main. So Jekyll is in the back boat. So the main thing that has to happen is that Jekyll has to go into whatever the lead boat is, and then Lucas has to be with him. So how I personally think that having Jekyll go to the front boat is the safest for all of us, and then whether or not Vincent comes to the back boat or not.
It's a requirement, I think, that Jekyll goes to the front.
Well, I mean, he could stay in this boat, and this boat could be the front boat. But the problem is then we have to get Lucas in whatever boat Jekyll's in, right?
Yeah.
So however that has to work. And so my thing is, I was saying,
how about Lucas and I jump to the back boat, and that becomes the front boat? Then we have 4 in the front, and then Sally and Gennaro in the back.
Well, the only problem with that then is that there's nobody tending to Sally and Gennaro, and they'll die of dehydration.
I think I could get my own water, but I just need to make sure Gennaro's getting water.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, then we could do that.
Let's do that.
Okay. Does that sound better, Lucas?
Yeah.
So, what's the order?
So, I am going to attempt to make my way to the back boat. And then I think, Lucas, you're also going to attempt to make your way to the back boat, and then we're going to make the back boat the front boat.
Right. So first things first, we were going to try to get the 2 boats side by side, lash them together so that they don't separate, and then do the transfer. Does that make sense?
It does. All right. You've done just that. It took you quite a while because only some of you can actually, pull the boats. 3 of you are pretty weak. Although Jekyll does help. He does help, actually. Even though you can also see that he's also weak as well. And so you are transferring Gennaro to the second boat.
No, the other way around.
Okay. So
the only people the only people that are moving is Lucas and Vincent.
To the second boat?
Yes, but then we're going to make the second boat the front boat.
I understand. All right. Who's rowing?
Jekyll.
So Jekyll also comes to the second boat.
He's already
in the second boat.
Fuck.
With okay.
Sorry, painkillers are making my brain scramble.
Sorry. Okay.
No, I get it. All right. I know what's. Yeah, he's in the second boat. Everything's cool.
Yeah, it's the fact that we're switching the first and second boat, which is making this confusing.
Yeah, it's like boat. All right.
Good thing there's only 2.
Yeah, you've switched it, and you are ready to go. Jekyll is rowing. Lucas is navigating. Lucas, -10 navigation test. By the way, someone remembers what time of the day is it? I think it's like noon.
That is a good question. Let me go back to the notes. Oh, here.
Nice.
Just passed.
Nice.
Passed by 10. Yeah.
Nice. You are pretty confident where to go, but you've also noticed one thing. You're probably way off the course when you've begun to row. It seemed that Jekyll made a mistake. Perhaps yesterday, perhaps today. To your estimations, it will take you 1 more day to reach the place. Do you tell the guys about this?
Yes, I do.
All right. So you all hear that. Right. So it's 2 more days.
Let's see. What's our water situation?
Bad.
For everybody, pretty much.
I've got some water tablets if they would be usable with this water.
Yeah.
I think.
I think. Should we take some actions to do that? Because I don't. From what it sounds like, this is the only water we have to work with, whether we get to wherever we're going or not. It sounds like it's still going to be in the bog anyway. So, might as well kind of, if we can use the tablets with this water, we might as well do that now and make sure the people that need to be hydrated are well enough hydrated.
Alright, so you take some of the water and you try to purify it. There's just there's just one problem. You don't have spare tanks. You don't have spare barrels, spare bottles. Not yet, at least.
Hmm.
You can hold the water in your palms, of course, but you know it's.
We don't have like canteens and stuff.
You have. There's water.
Yeah, but they're full. They're full
Yeah.
with our good water.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to
Okay.
purify it when we run out of water. We're
Exactly.
gonna have to get more water
Exactly.
and
It's
purify
just
it.
Okay, so we have, but we're not dehydrating yet. We have water to drink. But it's our original water.
Yes.
Okay.
The rest of
So
this.
then, yeah.
Yeah. The rest of this day, fortunately, ended without any further incidents. Oh, by the way, is Gennaro tied?
Yes.
Yes.
I presume that he's tied to the boat, not just tied, and he's like, laying in the boat. He's tied to something inside the boat.
It's up to Lucas.
I
You
had
tied
thought
him.
about that.
All
I
right.
tied his hands. I bound his hands and his legs, though.
All right. Who's in the boat with Gennaro?
I'm pretty
Sally.
much sitting next to him, making sure he gets water and trying to talk him down.
You say shitting next to him?
Yeah, more like.
No, just like I'm trying to. If he's hallucinating, I'm trying to keep him grounded.
He is. He's not even listening to you. He's so far into his own hallucinations, he doesn't even, notice that you are here. But Brian, just before the end of the day, something happened. Gennaro tried to jump. Jump the boat. Suddenly, you saw with the corner of your eye, you were actually, pretty preoccupied with your condition. Suddenly you saw that Gennaro, with incredible strength, tried to, just launch himself from the boat. He shouted something along the lines of, "I'm going to be free!" And he tried to jump outside. You can try and stop him. If you roll... first, if you roll perception, and then agility.
Oof.
With a minus, remember about
No, really?
it's a botch.
So instead,
really a
Sally
minus?
kicks him over the side.
So,
Oh yeah.
who wants to use luck?
I don't have any more luck.
You can use...
I'm not, because I was literally thinking that I don't know that I'm going to do anything to try to save him if he makes it out. So I'm not using the luck.
All right.
Sally, if you want to use one of my lucks, you can. It's up to you.
Remember that it's two rows, Sally.
Mm.
It's a botch, by the way. It's a very bad roll.
Yeah. So I think I need a luck.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll.
Use it.
Well, it's better than a botch.
Oh.
All right. You can still try and save him using by making minus 10 agility test, which of course couples with your minus 10 from the sickness. If you pass, you've managed to hold him. Minus-
Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
Finally, a
Yeah.
dice roll that worked out.
Just at the very right before he jumped
He slipped
from
on.
the boat, you've managed to lunge. You've almost slipped on your own feces, but you've managed to lunge and grab Gennaro by the belt and slam him back into the boat, inside the boat. Let me go! I need to go to my mother! Let me go! She's calling for me! She's calling from the deep! From the deeps! Let me go! She's dressed in black!
What can I tie him to?
To the bench, probably.
I
Okay,
imagine
yeah,
we
I'm-
hear all this. I'll do a sign of more.
Yeah, you saw what happened, essentially. Well,
I'm gonna tie him to the boat.
right. You've tied him to the boat. He didn't resist, at least not yet. the evening approaches. Of course, Jekyll, despite his condition, is talking, non-stop. He's praising the marsh. He's, trying to engage you in conversation. Tell you about the most excellent things that can be found in the cursed marsh. It's honestly getting pretty grating on your nerves. But there's one more thing, guys. Evening approaches. Even though it's marsh, it's still winter. You can feel the cold, especially those who fell into the water. You can feel the biting cold. Are you going to sleep in the boats, or will you find an island and try to make fire?
I don't trust any of the islands, personally.
Because when someone was soaked so much, he won't get dry without the fire. Not only that, he actually risks a lot.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't make me trust the islands. Maybe what we do is we sleep on the boat, but we find an island that we can start a fire on, and the people that need to can get out and be on the be near the fire.
If you want
I think we all need to be together. Like, I don't think we should be splitting up like that. Cause
yeah. And by the way, Sally, Gennaro, and Jekyll as well, even if he doesn't acknowledges it, they need to be close to fire to get dry.
Yeah, I'm all about getting off the boats for a while.
Yeah, let's at least look and see if we can find a place to.
Like I said, there's no problem. There are a lot of islands here.
Okay.
On the marsh, so
Maybe one without vegetation.
it's impossible. Almost all of them have vegetation. Even small clumps of moss or what's the word? Cat stalks, right?
Cattails. Yeah.
Cattails.
Yeah, just
Or-
nothing that vegetation big enough to throw us around.
Well, you hope that it won't come to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vote for trying to get because we also need some sleep because we slept like crap in the.
Yeah, and by the way, sleeping in the boat, especially with so many people, especially with people who are sick and who are essentially shitting themselves, means that you won't be able to rest. Which means that you will have penalties to your characteristics, because it's almost impossible for you to rest in these conditions.
Okay.
What this means, Lucas, if you want to find a suitable island, roll for your outdoor survival.
Okay, hold on. Is that a base? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay, hold on.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. I was gonna say I also have that +10 to swamp survival.
Oh yeah, because you've read the pamphlet. All right, you
Right.
found a very nice flat island with almost no vegetation, but however there were a few, pieces of wood lying there, which of course are mostly damp, but you reckon that you'll probably be able to use them as fuel for the fire. You know your tricks.
Okay.
So you swim towards the island. You drop the anchor. And you emerge from the boats. Soon, there's a fire. You've started a fire. The warmth creeps back into your bodies. It's very pleasant. It's a very pleasant feeling.
I'm gonna dig my fingers into the ground with relief.
Yeah.
Getting
well,
off the boats.
of course, unfortunately, the fire is not that big. But for your most afflicted party members, it should be enough. If they will huddle around it. Lucas, you also guess that would probably be a good idea to wash the interior of the boats, even with swamp
I'm
water.
sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What?
You think that it's probably a good idea to wash the interior of the boats, even with swamp
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Leopold suggests that we also, once we clean out the boats, maybe try to drag them up higher off the beach so that they won't be easy to steal.
Yes,
You can do that.
you can also do that, of course. All right. So, some of you, I guess, wash the boats. I mean, just splash them with water to make them at least a little bit cleaner. It probably won't help that much, but it's still better than nothing. Lucas started the fire. You can see that Gennaro and Sally and Jackie are shivering, even though Jackie says, "I'm fine. It's great to be here." Yeah. And even though he says that with a smile on his face, he is shivering. So what this means, guys? 3 of them can lay right next to the fire. None of them will be able to take watches, just so you know. I mean, Sally can try. Jackie won't because he's not afraid, and Gennaro won't be able to. Oh, and you had to carry Gennaro there, just in case. It's probably a good idea for someone to watch him in the night. So my question is, what's your plan for the night? Who's who's staying awake? Who's taking the watches?
I mean, I think the 3 healthy ones take the watches, and we take a 2 or 3 hour watch each, however long it is, and
yeah, I guess it would be.
we should probably also segregate the sick from the well as far as sleeping area.
Well, it sounds like essentially the sick are going to be huddled around the fire, and then the rest of us just have to make do.
Once I'm warmed up enough, could I try to cook something in the fire?
What do you? Yeah, what do you
Well,
want?
he is a halfling. He might still want to eat while having something come out the other end.
Yeah, you can cook. You see that Sally wants to cook something, guys.
Have
I
at it,
still
Sally.
have skillets.
Yeah, you have skillet, right? Most of your rations are actually okay. Most of them were tight inside the boats, so you can, of course, cook something.
Vincent wants to ask Leopold if he has any gunpowder shots.
Nope, sold it all.
And I know, Lucas, you probably don't.
No.
Alright.
Welp. That's it. You guys probably guess that it's not a good idea to eat anything that Sally prepares
Yeah.
because he's sick. However, Sally, you are enjoying your meal, even if it wasn't your best because you were profoundly shitting yourself while also cooking.
I needed some small comforts from Esmeralda.
Yes.
Vincent is probably the most visibly, avoiding those who are sick.
All right.
Always keeping a wide berth between the two.
So half of your party, essentially.
Yes.
I want to make sure Gennaro eats a little bit, if he can.
Well, someone needs to... By the way, that's very important. Someone needs to stay and regularly give Gennaro water.
Yeah, I've been giving him water.
Throughout the whole night. Because without that, he'll die.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You can see that this man is sweating away everything he has inside him. It looks worse than when he had the gray og. So either the guards, the watchers, or for example Sally, you will need to stay awake for the whole night.
Whoever's doing the watch needs to do it.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yes,
I think
but
that's-
When
I'll take
I'm
a
on
shit.
watch, I will wake Sally up.
here's the twist. If you're going to do that, your watch will be it will be a bit more trickier. if you catch my drift. Because you need to
Yeah.
make sure that Gennaro, drinks his water, doesn't choke on it, and then, you have to repeat that within next few minutes, if not faster. You won't be able
every
to.
few minutes.
Yeah. Like,
How about we do this? How about we kind of overlap watches a little so that there's two of us up at any given time, but one of them's dealing with Gennaro and one's and Sally could do this part of the watch too. So one's basically tending to Gennaro, and one is actually doing the watch.
Yeah. So if we have 8 hours of sleep, Sally, you and somebody else stay up first. Sally stays up 2 hours. Whoever else stays up 4, then 4, then 4, then finally 2.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that might work.
all right.
Means less sleep, but it's essentially 2. Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. Sure. No problem. And you won't even lose that much sleep. Of course, it still meant that when the morning came and the sun began to filter through the thick, dense, gloomy clouds covering the swamp, you are all feeling tired. Like, this night was okay. If you are going to repeat it during next night, you know that you won't be feeling that well the next day. You need your rest.
Hopefully, Sally will be overcoming his thing by the evening. Hopefully.
It doesn't look like that.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Gennaro. Oh, and by the way, Gennaro a couple of times have woken you up screaming about his mother. He's also speaking in Thailand, which only Sally understands. And when I meant screaming, I meant he was like, yelling.
Well,
you know what this means, Lucas, and you know how dangerous it is in a place like this.
Whoever is overlapping watch with me, I'm going to. I want to subtly bring up. Maybe we need to consider cutting some dead wood, so to speak, if things get any worse.
I doubt you'd bring that up with me.
No. I that's why whoever was overlapping with me, which would at some point be not you. So,
Yeah,
on either side, it would be either Vincent or
choose, Lucas. It's up to you. Choose.
Vincent.
All right, you're speaking with Vincent.
Yeah, it was brought up. Yeah, whether he agreed or not, I don't know, but I brought it up.
I nod in reply, but
Yeah.
So, are you doing anything about this in the night, or are you just speaking right now?
We're just speaking about it.
All right.
Let's see if it gets any worse.
All right.
Yeah. Just kind of saying, something we're gonna have to think about.
Guess what? It did get worse. Next day began, and during the breakfast, if you can call it that, if you can call eating, in the presence of an overwhelming stench of the marsh and your colleague's feces, Gennaro once again began to cry, and then later he once again began to scream while you were rowing towards your destination. Which, by the way, Lucas, roll -10 navigation test.
Oh, and I'm assuming this time we learned from the mistakes of yesterday and did tie him to the boat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even, I didn't even ask you because I've figured that you did just that.
-10. I guess I'm gonna use the luck to reroll.
Reroll with luck.
Oh.
It was close. All right.
It was the -10 that got me the first time. I would have passed, but
What this means is that you've just added another day to your journey. And what will happen during this day? Let's see. Alright. You are rowing. Lucas, you're not too sure where to go, honestly, but you are trusting your instinct. You are trusting your gut. Your inner Lucas, so to speak. Sandy,
I am, however, not trusting Sally's gut.
yeah, Sandy's like... And Jackie... Oh!
Most excellent.
Oh, oh, I didn't remember eating that. No,
Hey Sally, some asshole's talking shit behind your back.
things like that.
Uh,
Sorry for that, guys. Of course, on my part, it was all simulated, just so you know. Anyway, like about 2 p.m., let's just say, second bell after afternoon. The path ahead has been blocked by a thick growth. You are essentially forced to drag the boat through the shallows and into a deeper channel nearby. You were swimming through this like overgrown part of the swamp for quite some time, but now it's so bad that someone needs to, drag the boat through the shallows. Who's doing this?
I'll volunteer.
Can we take a quick restroom break?
Of course.
Cool. I'll be right back.
All right.
Back in 5?
Yeah,
back
back
to
five.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, me too. Hello?
Hello.
Is anybody else back?
Just me.
Okay. This is a brutal session, man.
Yeah.
Lost a fate point, got diarrhea, lost a 350 gold sword.
Yeah, I look back and I'm very glad I did not fall out of the boat.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried about if we get into combat at this point. Like, we're not in any condition to defend
I know,
ourselves.
and I keep expecting us to get into combat.
Yeah.
Because it's, kind of inevitable, I think.
That's another reason why, like, I'm not sure we should be separating the sick from the able-bodied people, because if we get attacked...
The problem you have to think about in the mindset of people like this, disease is something that is not well understood, and it's much scarier than diarrhea. People used to die from diarrhea all the time.
Yeah.
Coughing used to kill people. And so, those are the two most common diseases you get are colds that make you cough and stomach viruses that give you diarrhea, and that used to kill people all the time, like I said. So, it's, I think they'd be a lot more paranoid about it than, we are.
I thought Vincent was pretty paranoid about it.
Yeah. Well, no, and I'm, I think Lucas is too, although, it's certain, you're kind of in it and, you have to deal with it, but,
Is there any way we can fix it?
We've done everything we can. We just don't have the money.
Hey, do either of you play 8th edition 40K?
No.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what the standard army size is now.
I think it's 1850.
1850?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it would be.
Yeah, I got invited to play Rogue Trader from one of the guys who lives here locally, guy Alexander Eternum.
The Kill Team one or the old version, like the first edition?
Well, he said Rogue Trader, so I'm assuming he means Rogue Trader, but I could be wrong. Because the new Rogue Trader hasn't been released yet, right?
Right. It just came out on pre-order yesterday. So
okay, yeah, because I heard some people complaining about it that it was like a supplement to Kill Team or something like that, not its own rule set.
I mean, there's a quick. I think it comes with like a quick version of the rules. So you can play just with those guys. But if you want to, play the same. So like, because what they're doing with Kill Team is they're releasing these kind of like what they're terming kill zones, which are like basically Kill Team in different environments.
Okay.
And so the Rogue Trader one is basically it's the kill zone for Starship, on board a Starship, with miniatures, because the other kill zones haven't really come with very many models.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's really what it's for, or what it is. But because they're giving you two whole gangs and a new, and it comes with like an actual almost like a board game board. Because it's on a starship.
Yeah. So like the sort of like the same idea as the Necromunda stuff that's been coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's basically a cross between Kill Team and a board game.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, yeah, I'm just a little frustrated because they're coming out I mean, it's cool that they're coming out with stuff, and I've heard that the new Necromunda is pretty good, and I know people are excited about Kill Team, but from a standpoint of somebody who's like, I bought Shadow War Armageddon, now that's obsolete.
I was disappointed because I picked up the Kill Team book just recently. I mean, I'd had a PDF, but I was disappointed that it uses the current 40K system because I like the Shadow War went back to 2nd edition, Necromunda kind of rules, and that made me happy.
Right. Well, that was what I liked about it is that I started playing a little bit of Necromunda. I was like, oh, this is kind of like Necromunda. Cool. And then I thought that's where they were going to go with it, and they never.
Well, yeah, I kind of suspect that maybe that wasn't as well received as they thought it might have been.
I think Shadow War was made so that they wanted to test the rules before the actual new Necromunda. At least that's what I heard.
Yeah.
I actually like Shadow War a lot. I've been playing it for some time with my friends now. It's great fun. Great fun.
Well, one of the things I heard was that it was sort of a I don't know who's doing what, but sort of like a Forge World versus GW design guys. That
I don't think so because Andy Core was a designer on both of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. Jason's back.
Cool.
My information could be incorrect.
Shadow War is good.
No, I think my suspicion is that they maybe thought that the Shadow War rules would be the rules themselves, not the box, would be better received than it was. And I think I don't know how it was received. I know it was real popular right away, but I think the rules were so different from what most of the new players were used to that I think maybe people weren't quite as excited. But this is all conjecture, right? I got into any of this.
Well, I just thought it was cool that it was like, oh, here you go. Here, now you can use these other models in a skirmish type game. Like,
well,
that's
because
like
if you look at the Kill Team list, they are all basically the same options available for 40K.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so, whereas Shadow War did allow you to actually personalize better, I think.
Yeah, it was the best. You could give your guys all the different stuff, all the different weapons. It was very nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, good game. Anyway, is everyone here?
I think
yes.
Brian?
Yep. Jason's here.
Okay, so everyone's here. So who
Brian was here.
What?
I said Brian was here.
Brian, are you here? Well, he's not.
so.
Okay, let's just type. Anyway, who's going to the water?
I will volunteer, but I'm going to take off my armor. And
In fact, I think I'm going to be honest. I think we should all have our armor. I mean, I would hate to lose it if the boat tips, but I would also hate to drown. So.
Well, I'm going to strap my gear as much as I can with rope to where if it does flip, it'll still be tied to the bench.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
going
gonna
to.
follow suit. I think Vincent's got the right idea there.
Yeah, Leopold, remembering that he was about to jump in the water, will latch on to Vincent's awesome idea and tie his armor to the side of the
better yet, I'll probably have Lucas walk me through how to actually tie a knot. Well, actually, I should know how to do that, being from farm, but yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. I am going to just have my sword with me.
Okay.
And just my layer of clothing.
Okay.
You're walking up to the island right now?
Nah.
And I'll have a little safety line tied. So
Yeah.
You are making your way through Fig Grove, Brian.
Jason.
No, I'm saying I'm talking to Brian because he asked.
Oh.
There's no island.
Yeah,
There's no island.
we're already
around.
off the island. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been traveling for a few hours.
Yeah. So anyway.
And we figured out that we're taking even an extra day.
Yes, you are taking extra today. So Vincent is going to the water. You're beginning to drag the boat. That said, it's extremely heavy. You're not getting much success.
All right.
You probably should
Leo.
need help.
Yeah, Leo says, "Hold up, Vincent. Let me help you." And now that his armor is off and also tied to the boat, jumps in the water with Vincent and helps him.
Okay. Right. So, both of you are dragging the water through the thick, slimy growth. When suddenly... okay. Vincent, you've been struck in the leg by something. Let's just...
Okay.
8 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty tough, but since I'm not wearing any armor, 3 go through.
Sorry, no, yeah, 8 points of damage, sorry. Alright.
Michael, how many wounds did I get back from sleeping the other night?
You're on full heal.
Okay.
Like I said, you haven't lost anything because suffocation works different to normal combat.
I think I had lost 6 from the branches hitting me.
Oh yeah. So oh, by the way, guys, you don't absolutely restore your wounds while in the swamp. You need a warm bed in a tavern, and not to sleep in a boat. You know, with a lot of people sick.
So I'm still down 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So you hear me say, "Ow!"
So yeah, Sandy, Jason, you felt that something big and very sharp bit into your leg. And essentially what this means, that suddenly you can also feel that this something locked on your leg and begins to suck out your blood.
Oh shit.
All right.
Leopold, you felt something brushing past you. Okay, let's make the this thing in our standard order, which means Brian, Andrew, Jason, Sean. These things are last, so no worries. I removed Gennaro and Jakku from the equation because, you know. Sally, what are you doing?
What do I see at this point? Like, do I know what's going on?
No, you've heard Vincent screaming, and you see that he submerged one of his hands underwater and he's trying to grab something essentially. Quick, this is combat.
gonna
Fast decisions.
Crawl to the edge of the boat with my sword breaker and dagger, I guess. I don't know.
All right, that's it. Andrew. Lucas, sorry.
No, sorry, I was muted. What's happening?
We're Vincent and I are in the water. Vincent has been bitten by something, and it is still attached to him. And Leo has been brushed by something, and is freaking out.
We in the boat really don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Yeah, I'm drawing my hatchet and grabbing hold of the boat.
All right.
Like
with the other hand.
All right.
Can you paint more of a picture? I guess we're in what, thigh-high water, knee-high water?
Yes, you are in thigh-high water. You two are in front of the first boat. You and Leopold. The rest of the guys are in their respective boats. There's a lot of shrubbery around you, marsh shrubbery, and something bit you very hard and locked onto your leg. And you can feel your blood being sucked out of your body. Meanwhile, Leopold, you can feel that something is brushing past your legs. Of course, you don't see anything. Remember, it's marsh, it's swamp. Yeah. Now it's your turn, Vincent.
I want to draw my sword,
All right.
and if that's a half action, I want to thrust it down under the water where I think it's...
There's a 50% chance that you will strike yourself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Even if I'm pretty clearly... Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, well, if that's the case, then if I'm right next to the boat, I'm going to try to hop back in. If it's...
Make me an agility test with a minus. Because something very, very strong and disgusting is numbing at you.
Oh, cool.
Minus...
Minus 10 is a pass.
Yeah, okay, right. Let's say that you've passed. Oh, by the way, also roll for toughness test.
All right.
Nice.
Nice. All right, that's good. You've crawled onto the boat, the first boat, by the way.
Yeah, whichever one was closer.
Yeah, people on the first boat. So I presume it's Lucas. Who's that?
I think it was. I think actually it was the four of us were in the front. Front boat. So it was Lucas, Jekyll,
All right.
and Vincent and Leopold were in the first boat.
All right. Sally's in the second boat with Gennaro.
Yes.
So those who are in the first boat, but not you, Leopold, since you are in the water, see that a huge leech attached itself to Vincent's leg, and this thing is huge. This thing is essentially the size of a big fat cat. It's very very disturbing to look at. It's 2 feet in length. Yeah.
I'm prepared to amputate his leg.
So that's it. Now, Leopold, what about you?
Leopold is trying to get his butt back in the boat. He's freaking out.
Roll with roll for basic agility.
I am using a luck point.
All right.
Because I don't want to be in the water. Please. Yay.
Nice. Just in time, you managed to jump back into the boat before something black and slimy swam through the spot that you were in just a split second before. Now, Vincent, you've just lost another round, another wound.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll. Because you can feel that this thing is trying to just bleed you dry.
Did it just
Yes.
put all the blood back into me now?
No. It just
squeeze it.
It drinks your blood. Right. Now, Sally, what about you? You can see that there's a commotion in the first boat.
I'm gonna look back to Gennaro because there's not really a whole lot I could do from where I'm at.
All right. Gennaro is Gennaro begins to scream. Gennaro begins to scream, shouting for his mother. He's doing this third time today, and you know that it's very, very dangerous thing to do in the swamp.
I'm gonna go and try and muffle him.
How do you do that?
Whatever's happening.
Yeah, just with my sleeve, like over his mouth, just trying to calm him down.
He just, he thrashes his head left and right and screams. If you want to stop him screaming, you need to make an opposed strength test with him.
Okay, I'm not trying to choke him out or anything. I'm just trying.
I know, but you will need to shut him up. It's not just putting your hand over his mouth. This man is delusional and he's screaming his lungs out.
And violently opposing.
Yes, and violently opposing you. Exactly.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
Ooh. Still pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah.
He begins to choke. because that's a botch.
He begins to choke.
Yes, he begins to choke.
Okay, I'm gonna let off, I guess.
He swallowed something.
17 was a botch?
No, Gennaro.
66 is a botch. It was an opposed strength test, and Gennaro botched it.
Miguel, that's your third botch in a row you rolled.
I know. It's awesome. No, but the previous two are, they don't count for anything. All right, Sally. So we'll be back with you in a second. Yeah, you see that your friend is turning purple. He swallowed something, perhaps his own spit, perhaps something else, but he is choking. Lucas, what about you?
So I'm in the boat with the guy with the giant leech on it.
You are sitting at the end of the boat near the steer. In front of you is Jekyll, who looks with delight at the creature which attached itself to your friend's leg.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's your friend in question, and then behind him there's Leopold climbing on board. What are you doing? Remember, this is a fairly small boat with a lot of people and stuff in it.
Yeah, and if Leopold's climbing in, that's going to be making the boat rock too.
It does. It does, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to put my hatchet back.
Oh, excuse me, one more thing. And behind you, you can hear that General suddenly stopped screaming, and he's now...
Yeah, don't care about that. I'm going to put my hatchet up and draw my dagger, all while not letting go of the boat.
All right. You've put away your hatchet, you drew your dagger. Great. Vincent.
If I need to next turn, I'm going to attempt to slice the leech off, but obviously I can't do that with a hatchet.
All right. It will be hard, but it's possible. Vincent, what about you?
I think I want to draw my dagger and do an attack against the thing.
You drew your dagger, and you're trying to attack it. First of all, there's a 50% chance that you slash yourself. Second of all, it's small, so you have a -10 penalty to your weapon skill.
All right, let's do it.
First of all, 50-50, or rather 1-5. 1-5 means that you've attacked yourself. 6-10 is the leech.
Ow.
Yeah, you've just stabbed yourself. Now,
I'm going to roll luck for that.
All right.
It's all right. Or spend a luck for that.
Still
Still stab
yourself.
myself.
How many luck do you guys have? Because you've spent quite a lot today.
I have one left.
All right.
I only have one left.
All right.
I have 2 left.
And I'm not using it on this, no offense. I'm saving it for something way bigger.
All right. Of course, all hits are going towards your leg. Vincent, roll for damage.
Should I roll to hit? Weapon skill?
Yes.
Because I imagine I would have had to do that.
Yes, but without penalty since you are striking your leg.
Alright. Huzzah. Alright.
Roll for damage.
Sigmar's Fury.
Nah.
Oh, well, that's alright.
Your the blade of your dagger slid over. You've opened your trousers essentially.
Yeah.
Leopold, you're on the boat. You see that Vincent is trying to stab a huge leech which attached itself to his leg, but so far he only managed to open his trousers.
Okay. So here's where I don't want to be too meta. My reaction with Leopold would be to pull out the sword and start hacking at it.
Oh.
But I mean, does Leopold realize that he could potentially be chopping?
Of course, you're not insane.
Okay. Then Leopold will also try to draw out his dagger and see if he can pin the leech to the side of the boat.
You drew your dagger, and just as before, 1-5 means that you've hit Leopold, Vincent.
Alright.
So first roll for that.
Yeah. Get the die roller up. D10. Zwink. Of course I did.
Yup.
Okay, I will spend a luck.
Don't worry about it. Save the luck if it's your last.
I'll save the luck? Okay.
If it's your last.
It's not my last. I have 2. So well, it's just a question. I mean, you're pretty tough, right? I mean, what damage does a dagger do?
-3, but there is of course Ulrich's Fury. Oh, and by the way, in my games, guys, when a player attacks a player, the fate points don't work, which means that
Okay.
if you kill him, he's dead.
All right.
I'll hold my leg and nod at you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I do. Oh, I would do one damage with a dagger.
You roll d10.
Oh, I roll a d10 plus 1.
I'm gonna be right back.
I think it's
Alright.
a D10 minus.
Dagger is strength -3.
Right.
Yeah.
So my dagger damage is 1. So it'd be a d10 plus 1.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right.
I don't feel good about it.
One of your luck points.
Yeah. Okay.
goes
So
away.
now I have 1 luck point left.
Yes.
All right. Let me roll that d10 one more time.
Well, oh yeah, sure. D10.
Yeah,
Okay.
for whether or not I let me switch it to this. I want the advanced die roller. I don't want this other one. Blinks.
Nice.
Yay!
Now you have a
Alright.
-10 penalty for striking the leech because it's small.
Okay.
On a botch, you've hit Vincent.
Okay. All right. Let me get my. Why is everything in my way? All right. I will attack with a dagger. Zoinks. I miss, but I do not botch.
You've missed. You've.
Wait. Why do I have a 28?
Yeah, I'm also
Still.
wondering why you have 28.
Oh, because it's in my offhand. It's not in my offhand.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now. But
yeah.
But anyway, but just to a 56 with it is above my weapon skill, so
Yeah.
I would have missed anyway.
You've stabbed the boat. Vincent, subtract another single wound from your character sheet because this thing is draining your blood.
Is
Okay,
the
back.
second time this turn? Or was that a turn? That wasn't
It's
full
next
turn.
turn. Oh,
Okay,
and
that's
sorry,
right.
by the way, roll me 2 more toughness tests. Oh, it's a
Ugh.
botch.
I'll use luck for that.
You still have it?
He
Yeah,
had
I'm
one-
all.
he had
That was
one
my
left.
last one. I'm all out of luck now.
So, second toughness test.
Success.
Pass.
Yeah, there were two toughness tests.
Yeah, I did. 5 was the first. Then I got
Oh,
a 77.
All right.
Okay, I see.
Right. So, Sally, what about you?
Is Gennaro still coughing? I mean,
Yes,
I'm not
he's-
gonna muffle him anymore.
He's choking to death.
I'm gonna untie him and sit him up and pat him on the back. Like, get it out, buddy, get it out.
We shall see how many turns does he have. Oh, okay. You are untying him and trying to get him into a sitting position.
Yeah. So whatever he's choking on,
Yeah,
smack him on the back.
yeah. Lucas, it's your turn.
Okay, let me ask this.
Mhm.
Since my knife was already drawn,
Mhm.
can I do an aimed attack at the leech to have a better shot at
First
not
of all,
hitting
there's Jekyll between you and Vincent.
Okay.
You need to get up. You need to pass Jekyll, who's of course flailing his hands. The boat is swaying like crazy, and Vincent and Leopold are already trying to stop this thing. What this means that even if you be able to approach close enough to strike, you need to roll on a -30. You need to have at least 4 successes to even strike this thing.
Okay, it sounds like it's not worth me trying
No,
to get it
really
because okay. In that case, I'm just gonna kind of watch
Yeah,
what's going on.
yeah. You see that Vincent, of course, is screaming in pain since this thing is most obviously hurting him. Together with Leopold, they are trying to dislodge it, but this horrible creature is simply it locked its jaws on his leg. And it doesn't want to let go. Vincent, you're up.
I guess. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
Can-
One more toughness test from you because we've passed another of the creature's turns. So that's all right. Good.
All right. Does doing any kind of like all-out attack increases your chance to hit? Is there a type of action that I can do that increases the chance of me hitting it and not myself?
Aimed attack.
Aimed attack. I will do an aimed attack then.
Which means that you are striking it. First of all, 1-5. Who are you striking?
Oh, okay.
It still works that way.
No, so there's no type of an attack that will affect.
No.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to do the swift attack where it's multiple attacks.
Okay.
All right. So swift attack. Let's see where I'm attacking.
1-5.
All right. I hit it.
First
That's
attack
good.
goes towards it. Now you have a minus 10% to strike this thing.
Great. All right. I hit. Thank goodness.
Roll for damage.
Nice.
My strength is 4, so that's a 9 total damage.
9 total damage. Alright. You've run this thing through with your blade. It died. You can feel it dying. You can also feel it vomit blood back to at your leg. And it's still locked. So first of all, now do me a toughness test with a minus big modifier.
Huzzah? Maybe?
Minus... Alright, let's say that you've passed. And what do you want to do about this creature being locked onto your leg?
Well, I'd probably just freaking try to saw as close as I can off, saw it off as close to my leg as possible, and then just try to, I don't know if I could get something in there or break the joint or something.
All right, do it. Oh, I mean, you don't need to. You don't need to roll. I'm just going to tell you how many wounds did you lose that way.
Okay.
Let's roll. 11 wounds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, so I only have 10 left.
-1 then.
So I'm at -1. So I pass out? No, I don't pass out.
Do you want to take the chance and roll for criticals, or use fate point and just survive?
It's -1. It might not be that bad.
Yeah. So I guess the second option. First of all, what this means is you get an insanity point for taking the critical hit.
Oh, really?
Yes, you always get insanity point for taking a critical hit. How many of this do you have?
I have 4 now. I used to have 3.
Alright, so that's not too bad. And now I'm going to roll -1. It's going to be fine. Nothing too serious actually. 1. What this means is it's your leg. You simply pull out this creature very messily. It had this long, horrible teeth, some of which broke in your body, and screaming, you've pulled them out one by one. Leopold, you see that, as well as you, Lucas. You are horrified to see the mess that Vincent is doing with himself. The wound is gaping and huge. Sally, you are too busy trying to save Gennaro to just take notice. Right, Vincent. Last toughness test, because that was a very messy operation, and you are on 1 HP. By the way, roll toughness, and that's
Lucas is going to comment about how he hasn't seen a leech that big since old Bessie gotten the drainage pond back when he was a teenager.
All right. Yeah, you hear a comment from Lucas. That's a botch. All right.
Would you like a luck point there,
Not this
Vincent?
time.
Not this time?
Not
No?
this time.
All right.
I'm going to tell you your sickness later.
All right.
Alright. But that's not all. You can hear choking from the second boat. And when you turn around, you see that Gennaro is essentially purple-faced, sitting upright, while Sally tries, pats him on the back and tries to help him. Lucas, roll for first aid. He just, he'll be fine. Right. Sally, you can hear that Gennaro...
Purple's a natural color.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Leopold, what are you doing now?
Leopold is throwing the bits of leech overboard and going,
Yeah. It's slimy, it's disgusting. Yes.
Isn't it one of the tiniest of towels? Oh, wait, no, nobody has that doom anymore.
Yeah.
It's not tiny.
No, it's not that
Unless you
tiny.
count, like pieces of tooth.
Well, true.
Sally, you notice that Gennaro is losing his breath. He stops breathing, essentially. It's like... something like that. Your turn. What are you doing?
Is me hitting him on the back doing anything?
No.
I mean, I don't think Sally would know what to do. I mean, the Heimlich maneuver is not a thing really in the old world, right?
It's called the Sigmar maneuver.
No, you don't know what to do.
An old punch to the gut.
Emergency tracheotomy.
Well,
I'm gonna keep him on the back. Breathe, goddammit, breathe.
all right. Lucas,
I mean, there's nothing else they could do.
what are you doing?
Not really anything. I mean, there's not really anything I can do. Because I'm guessing I don't know what to do to make him quit choking either. So, I guess could I do another heal roll?
You can do... Well, first of all, you're making this roll to know what exactly is happening
Right.
with him. So,
Right.
yeah, make this roll, sure.
Okay.
He's choking to death.
Okay, and that's really I don't know anything
No, you'll probably be able to help him if you're quick enough. That said,
Okay.
he's on the second boat.
Right. Yeah. I'll try to make it into the. But I'm going to be very cautious about trying to make it into the second boat because I do not want to end up in the water.
Okay, the second boat is probably 2 meters from your boat, maybe a bit closer.
Are the boats lashed together?
They are.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna pull the lashing to pull it closer.
Toughness, strength test.
Strength test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're beginning to bring the boat closer. One more test, and it's right next to yours.
Okay.
Vincent, what about you?
I guess I'm still messing with my leg, I imagine. I'm gonna try bandaging it. That's pretty much all I've got going on right now, I imagine.
Okay.
I got one wound, so I'm...
All right, you're trying to help your condition. Sure.
Yeah.
Leopold.
I'm gonna try to see if I can scooch towards the back of the boat to help Lucas.
You need to make an agility test.
All right, I will do that.
All right, make an agility test.
God damn.
When you've tried to stand, you've almost immediately sat back down because the boat is really unsteady. Since Lucas is trying to, hold the other boat, Jackie is, of course, wow, that was the biggest leech I ever saw. It was fantastic. Why did you have to kill it, my man? It was very friendly. It liked you, didn't you? So it just wanted a hug. You know, something like that. And he's of course, you know, very excited and he's gesticulating, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to roll for Gennaro because he's right now he's actually beginning to choke. He's got sorry.
I'm gonna say a prayer to Lucina.
All right, his toughness is rounded down. Oh, it's not looking good for Gennaro, guys. No. All right, so he failed the first test. Right, Sally. Gennaro is like, something like that. What are you doing?
Can I see Lucas trying to pull the boats closer?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna try and move Gennaro closer to that end of the boat.
What the hell was that?
That might be my phone restarting.
All right.
So that when
all right. So Brian, roll for a strength test -10, since Gennaro is very heavy and you are in such a position in the boat that it's actually very hard for you to drag him towards the
so
front.
it's -20 then.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. You can't even, you know, make him move an inch, and you've essentially you're still, you know, very sick yourself. Lucas, another strength test, please. No, the boat is, well, it's rather heavy. Probably someone should help you with that. Vincent.
Trying to think if there's. I guess I'll try to, if I'm in good enough shape, I'll try to move to help pull the boat over.
You won't be able to.
Okay, well then I will continue to mend my leg then.
All right. Leopold.
I'll try to get over there again.
You know what to do? No, same as before. Sit down, says life. Let's roll for Gennaro. Nope. Second test. All right. Sally. Sally.
I'm gonna dive to the back of the boat and try and help with the rope.
You mean
Front of the
to
boat,
the
you
front
mean?
of the boat?
Yeah, the front.
Agility test. -20 because you need to pass flailing Gennaro. No. You've been slapped by one of Gennaro's meaty hands. Unfortunately. So, Lucas, you're doing your best. You're trying to pull the boat closer. Maybe you succeed. Maybe you succeed. Who knows? And you did. You've managed to pull the boat closer. The boats are right next to each other. I mean, you know, the back of your boat is right next to the front of the second boat. Nice. Vincent, you're still trying to stop the bleeding from your wound. Mm-hmm. By the way, your wound bleeds really profusely. This thing beat you deep, and you can feel that. Leopold.
Yes.
Well,
try again.
You know what to do, my man. Or
Just
do
get them on. Get all those high rolls out. Just
yeah.
Get them out now.
All right. Sorry. Now let's roll
Sit
for
down,
Gene.
rocking the boat.
No. Third. All right, Sally, you're up. You saw that
okay,
Lucas managed to pull the boat back to his, closer to his.
Come quick, he's choking. I'm gonna make sure that.
I think he's dying. All right, Lucas, what about you?
So are they close enough for me to just step over now?
Yes, let's make it simple. You can just step over, but it will take you a whole turn
A whole
to
action.
approach.
Okay.
Gennaro. Alright, you're doing
Okay.
that. Great. Vincent, the same as before, I presume.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kind of.
Leopold.
Try to get to the back of the boat.
Roll! Nice.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last luck point because I don't want to fall in the frickin' water.
Alright.
Screw that.
Yay.
Well, it wasn't that
Well,
bad.
at least it wasn't. At least it wasn't botched.
You've almost fell to the water, but just in time you've managed to grab the side. It was because Lucas actually, you know, managed to step into the second boat, and he made your boat sway a bit. Unfortunately. Oh, yeah. That's it. I'm afraid. Yep. So it's like...
That was a lot of botches.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so it's like, wait a second, it's 8, so that means 2 additional minus test. Okay. Oops. To make 2 rows. Wow, he passed that one, I think. And he passed that one. Wow, nice.
The kid's a fighter.
Actually,
So he can continue to die for another
actually, I
round.
need to see if he passed that one, because I remember that it was rounded down minus 10. He might not have. Sorry, guys. Toughness 47, which means it's 23 minus 10. It's 13, so he didn't pass the first one. But still. Still, it's not that bad. Alright. Sally, you see that Gennaro is convulsing. His face is essentially just, you know, deep red purple. You feel that your friend is almost at the other side. What are you doing?
Is Lucas is coming to help,
Lucas
right?
is right next to him, and he tries to administer first aid.
I'm praying to Lucina.
All right,
Nothing I can do.
Lucas, you're up. If you want to help him, you need to make first aid, but it will be a hard test for you, because you know it's one thing to like apply first aid to open wound. It's another. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't pass, unfortunately.
It's another to help someone who's choking. So that's you have a big modifier. Fortunately, it wasn't a botch. Vincent.
I'm going to start praying to more.
Yeah.
Over saying something along the lines that if Gennaro makes it to your gates, welcome with open arms.
Very well.
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm mumbling it, so you probably don't hear it over the ruckus.
Because I would tell you to shut up if I heard it.
Yeah, I'm not in any position to be able to do anything at this point. So,
No. Leopold.
Same thing.
Okay, go for it, my man. No, you just can't get up. I'm tired.
Yeah.
look at
Like, whoa, whoa.
Jacko, of course, is like, oh, why he's so purple? Look, he's having a great time. He can't stop laughing. He's so purple. No, something like that. Okay, I'm going to roll for Jean. No. He lost his consciousness. Okay. So, right now, Sally. Are you doing anything? You see that Lucas is trying to help him.
I'm like lightly slapping him on the face, like, wake up, kid, wake up.
Okay. Lucas, you've just had another minus modifier to your test because someone is interfering with your actions by slapping
Okay.
your patient on the face. No.
Well,
no.
okay.
Uh,
what was?
yes.
I was just asking what the modifier was because I was 24 under, but
it's minus 30 at least.
okay.
And you still
I'm
have.
not like smacking him like
yeah,
it's like
but
to
Lucas
wake him
is
up. You know what I mean?
Lucas is essentially trying to work on his throat, and you are smacking him on the face.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought he was doing like a Heimlich maneuver thing.
Yeah. So, how many turns are 2 minutes?
It should be a lot of it because in how many in one turn? 10 seconds.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know what the time. I was thinking 6 seconds is.
No, 10
I don't
seconds.
know.
10 seconds.
So
Yeah.
that would. So, well, how many turns then?
12.
2 or no,
12.
2 minutes. How many turns is 2 minutes? So that would be 12 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's make it simple. Leopold, you see that you don't. It's really senseless for you to stand up. Lucas is there. If anyone will be able to help him, it's him.
You can help me, Leopold.
Yeah, you can. You probably be, more helpful to Vincent.
Okay.
So let's make it quick, and you still have 11 tests to make, Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
On any botch, the kid dies.
No pressure though.
Yeah. Roll 11 times.
Oh, okay.
Minus 30 test, so you 25 or below.
well, I wouldn't do that the whole time for a whole 2 minutes. I mean, he'd probably shoo me away, right?
Well, it's up to you. I'm just telling you from a mechanical point. You can make less tests. No? Nice.
Yay!
You don't know how, but Gennaro suddenly coughed, opened his, bloodshot eyes, full of tears. Mother, you've helped me. And you saw that he once again reversed back to his old manner of speech. For some reason. And he slammed back and lost consciousness. Isn't the swamp fantastic? Asks Jekyll.
Mm-hmm.
As he says that, I'm gonna spit over the side.
Oh yeah, add more to the soup. So, with that, you probably need to once again tie Gennaro, but maybe don't gag him this time. And what? Are you still going to swim further?
So we're still stuck in the stuff, right? Alright. And we need 2 people to pull the boats, huh?
You need someone to row. You need someone to steer.
Oh, okay. We're clear of the.
Oh no, you're not. You're not yet.
Okay. Does
Maybe
Leopold...
maybe put the armor on your pants only.
That will probably
That's
help.
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Leopold says, "Thanks, Vincent. I will put my male pants on."
Don't mention it as I'm finished tying my leg.
Yeah. Someone has a call.
So, question is, can Leopold pull it by himself, or does he need help from, say, somebody like
Of
Lucas?
course he needs help from someone. There are 2 boats filled with people and provisions. You're not that strong. Especially since you need to make, your way through the fig grove.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can, just hack at it from the boat, but it will take time. I.e., it could mean
look
that,
at Lucas. And be like, I can't go in there with my leg like this.
So wait, what are the Sorry, I'm still reeling from
We need a
what just
second.
happened.
We need a second person to help pull the boats from outside the boat. So I would recommend.
Unless I can convince Jekyll to help me get out of the boat and help me pull it. But I just put my male pants back on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Make sure you put your leg armor.
Do you have mail?
Yeah.
Do you have mail?
I do
Do
not
it with a
actually have
smile.
Actually, my armor's all leather, which I don't know that I want to get all that wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on putting on the leg armor.
So what? You are taking off your leg armor, or are you just?
Oh,
not,
the armor is already off.
Oh, so
Just not putting it on.
we all took our armor off and tied it to the boat, but I put my leg armor back on just for this part.
okay. So Lucas, you are going to the water.
Yeah, to pull.
All right. So in that case, I will roll only once.
But Leopold's in there with me, right?
Correct.
Yes, once for each of you. Leo,
Yes.
nothing. Lucas, it bit. But
This is brutal.
it still needs to damage you. That said, for 8.
Okay, I have a toughness 4. So I would take then 4.
You take 4 damage. Just as
Yeah.
you were, getting into the clear, you felt that something bit you in the leg. Hard.
Okay, what's the? Where's?
I tried to warn you, but no, nobody listens to Tim.
You suddenly heard Lucas scream of pain. Well, first of all, it's 4 points of damage. Second of all, make me a toughness test. Nice.
Ooh.
Way to go.
Yeah, but that thing is locked onto your leg.
Okay, so what's the quickest place for me to get out of the water into? Would it be the boat, or is there like a piece of land, or
No,
what?
the boat. Only the boat.
The boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop in the boat.
Minus 10 agility test. Because
If I can assist, I will, since I'm in the boat.
So that's without the minus.
Doesn't matter.
You're trying to get on the boat, but the pain is so excruciating that you slip. Essentially. Vincent, you're trying to help him. So that's that. Leopold, what about you?
Can I try to push Lucas up into the boat?
Yes, you can make me a strength test.
Okay. It's not very good, but I will do so. Why is it even doing? Alright, my thing is doing some weird scrolling.
You can't, and you also feel that something is swimming past your legs and trying to bite you, but fortunately your metal armor is holding these things off, for now. Alright, so now, one more toughness test from you, Boyle. I mean Lucas.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah?
Toughness.
Alright, however, you lose 1 wound, because this thing is draining your blood. New round, Sally, you're up. You're staying with Gennaro, of course, who is breathing shallowly, and you can hear commotion from the front boat. You can hear Jekyll screaming, "They found another leech! Most excellent!" And he begins to clap. So yeah, you think that this is going swimmingly. No pun intended.
I'm gonna see if I can see what's going on. Just kind of lean over.
You see a commotion. You see Lucas trying to frantically get onto the boat, screaming. You can see Leopold trying to help him, as well as Vincent. Yeah, but other than that, it's not looking good. Lucas, you get onto the boat automatically, since both of your friends are trying to help you. One is pushing you, one is pulling you up. You are in the boat, but that's it.
Okay.
Actually, you can, as a free action, let's just say that you can pick out your dagger. Of course, the thing
Okay.
clasped onto your leg.
Yeah.
Vincent, you're up. Sorry, not Vincent. My bad. No, yeah, it is Vincent.
It's Vincent.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna look over to Lucas.
Yeah, you
with
see,
my
you
dagger.
see a familiar view. Actually, it's the leech. It's back for vengeance.
Don't worry, I've done this before.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
experience with this before.
I
I
wouldn't
want to
trust
look at
a man
him
saying
and
this.
kind
thing.
of like nod and wait for a reply. If he nods, then I'm going to attack.
Yeah.
Lucas, as a
Yeah.
free action, you can, nod. But you,
Yeah.
you saw that Vincent just drew his dagger, and he's like, "Can I stab you?"
Yeah.
All right.
All right, stab it,
Go on in.
Vincent. First of all, 1-5. 1-5 means that it's Lucas. It is
Yes.
Lucas. Lucas, do you want to spend your luck point for that?
I don't have any.
No, I'm gonna let him. I'm saving it for.
Roll for weapon skill, Vincent. You've missed.
Yay.
Woohoo!
You've buried the dagger in the boats, in the boat floor. Right, Leopold, you're up.
I'm gonna try to pull myself back in the boat. I can't
Okay,
pull
you
myself
you can do that without any problems, since you are not,
Okay.
you're not being numbed. That. First of all,
Okay.
Lucas, test toughness test.
Should I have chosen the type of attack, like swift attack?
You can,
No, we determined last time that doesn't give you any real benefit.
yeah.
Well, you can
I mean,
swift
other
attack
than
to attack
that, yeah.
twice in a turn.
Yeah. Oh,
Stab
I
Lucas
failed my
twice.
toughness test.
You failed your stuff. Do you want to use luck?
What happens if I fail it versus don't fail or versus pass it?
Well, I can't really tell you that.
Oh, okay. It's my last luck point. I'm gonna hold off because that's still less than a 50% chance of being successful.
Okay. All right. And you lose 1 wound. Still.
Okay.
New round, Sally. You see that it's happening all over again. It's like a curse.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna have to go in just a minute. I'm gonna have a potty break issue to take care of with one of my kids.
Okay, yeah, we'll be finishing soon. So like, no worries.
There's really nothing I could do up there, so I'm just gonna look at Gennaro and say, I have a lot weighing on my soul, but you don't deserve any of this.
Yeah, you see that. He essentially suffered so much. It's horrible. Right. So, Lucas, how much time do you have?
Well, I mean, I just have to take a quick break to
Oh,
deal with potty
Oh,
break.
quick break. Okay.
Yeah. In a few minutes. It's not quite there.
Okay. So, what are we planning to do? You see that Vincent is trying to stab your leg, or rather, the thing on your leg, but
Yeah.
he misses like a charm. However, you can have a better time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack it too.
-10. Oh, sorry, 1-5 first.
Hold on, let me bring back up the dice thing. D10. Of course. You know what? I'm gonna use my luck on this.
Okay, your last luck.
Yeah.
You really hate yourself. Okay, so
I hope you miss.
weapon skill. On a botch, you strike your friend.
You mean on a botch I strike myself? Oh
No.
No, you already are striking yourself on a botch. You strike
Well,
No, but I
you've struck yourself. Roll damage.
right in the femoral artery.
There's a chance for that.
Creative way to do this.
Nothing happened to you.
Since you're going to attack and you have to hit somebody anyway, you could just, if you miss, you hit yourself.
Because
And if you hit,
you're-
that way, if you're better at a sword, there's slightly less chance of hitting yourself.
Yeah, you don't have strike mighty blow. You have 4 strength +2, so it's 6 -3. It's 3, but you have toughness 4. Nothing happens. You've opened your trousers. Congratulations, Vincent.
All right, I want
You
to
have
say
you have this strange thing. The foreigners call it déjà vu.
Yeah, you Talabic landers are a stubborn bunch, aren't you? I want to say that, then attack
1-5.
Lucas's leg again. I missed.
No, yeah. You've managed to hit. You've managed to
got
hit the leech. And,
Yeah, I was going after the
and
leg.
now you don't have a -10 because 2 of you are attacking it.
All right.
so you-
Well, I'd like to state that I was going to be a swift attack, so
So
2
first
attacks.
attack goes into the leech.
All right.
Roll if you hit. No, and then for the second attack, roll if you hit the leech or Lucas, because they are 2 separate attacks.
Damn it, missed again.
All
right.
Great, and now you have -10 because it's your second attack. By the way, you can. Great, you've managed to hit.
That's it.
By the way, you can like divide the attacks between a couple of enemies. I don't remember if I told you this, just in case.
So 1 at the leg and 1 at the leech.
Yeah, something like that. Roll for damage.
All right.
That's really a formality. Yeah,
Hey.
just like before, you've managed to stab the leech. The leech vomited blood. Lucas, you know what this means. This means that it's time for toughness.
I want to. Yeah, at this point, I want to be like.
-20. Alright, you've passed. Nice. But the leech is still locked.
All right. So Lucas, I tried this before and it did not go well.
Yeah, I'm going to having seen the teeth and stuff, and I mean he is from Country Place, and he would be familiar with leeches. He's gonna try maybe a little more slowly to kind of pry it off.
You saw a lot of leeches. You never saw leeches which were this big and had that sharp.
Yeah, but he would be aware that you can't just yank it off like that. He would,
If you pass a -30 first aid, you manage to dislodge it.
Can I help in any way? I want to ask
You
Lucas
can.
if there's anything I can do to
You
help.
don't have first aid.
Okay.
No.
You've tried to remove the leech very carefully, but the thing is nasty. And what this means, 11 points
Yeah.
lost.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Then that puts me over. But hold on just one second.
Suddenly the leeches are
Okay,
lost.
I need to take a quick break, but I'll be at 0 wounds or negative. Actually, hold on, -2 wounds.
Fate point or critical hit?
I'm gonna go with the critical hit. But like I said, let me take a
alright.
to deal with this.
Suddenly the leeches are the most dangerous enemies in the Warhammer world.
Man, they're
I'm going.
taking 2 of us out.
First of all, it's another insanity point for Lucas, and now I'm going to roll on my magical table. Whew, that was close. He won't lose the fate point, but 29.
We don't have any healing droughts, do we?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
honestly.
I don't have much of anything. I think the main thing we had was somebody had like the antitoxin kit and water purification.
Antitoxin kit. I wonder if that's something that
Because remember, Nihilus gave us that. Oh,
Yeah.
to get rid of the poison or the sickness. Maybe.
Yeah. So that might be worth doing at least preemptively if we're.
Yeah,
It-
I'm pretty sure Lucas has that.
I have it in my Excel inventory. I don't have it in my
Well,
gameplay.
not we all used to have one and then we lost them, but Nihilus gave us a special
Okay.
witch hunter one that had
See if
extra.
there's an instruction manual inside.
I have one right now.
Oh, do you?
I don't have the water tablets anymore, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have a special, if Lucas has a special antitoxin thing, we might want to. And I have 2 healing poultices, but that's
The
That might
antitoxin
actually-
for poison. It's not like I don't think it's gonna help
Yeah.
for this.
well, like bites from things in the swamp.
It's not like disinfect. It's like for if someone poisons you, you could take an antitoxin real quick, and like negate the poison.
Well, like what about use with the snake bite or something like that?
Oh, I'm not sure. That'd be up to Michael.
I will need to essentially start counting your illnesses because there are quite a lot of them.
Yeah. Do you?
Well, you don't know, guy. You don't know how these things work, guys. You're
I'm
not
back,
you're
sorry.
not healers, so it's really a risky thing with using this, right? So anyway, Lucas, you unfortunately tore away the leech. It left long, horrible gashes in your leg, and for a few minutes you weren't able to stand. But after that, well, you are able to function normally, except for the horrible pain, the fact that you are on a single hit point, and you
that-
and
Get an insanity point
yes,
too,
a
right?
single insanity point for you. How many do you have?
4.
Right, so it's not too bad. Fortunately, your boats pass the horrible thick growth, and you're in the clear, if it can be said, about the marsh. That was all for this day. Nothing else happened, except Gennaro didn't even, he didn't even scream. He was mewling quietly. That said, a couple of you began to feel even, even worse. Vincent.
Yes, sir.
Actually, only a single one of you began to feel worse. You began to cough and sneeze and have slight shivers. Roll me toughness. Good. You didn't have any minus modifiers, right?
-5, I think he had.
I had a cough.
Yeah,
But that
before he had
was
But that's still
cough and
okay. All right.
sneeze. I don't know because that was a day ago. So I think he only said that was going to last for a short period.
Well, it still lasts.
Okay.
Still lasts. All right. What are you doing about the evening? Are you still searching for an island or what?
I would like to ask Lucas if he's familiar with healing poultices and if that would be something worth putting on our legs
I don't know the answer to that.
over the night.
Is that some because I have some of that too. Is that something that would, I mean, with my level of heal, would I know, or would that be a common knowledge? What kind of thing would that be?
It's pretty common knowledge, honestly. Healing poultices are actually used to speed up healing, but they are mostly used by professional healers or those with the access to like proper medical equipment, right?
I think that I'd be willing to take the chance of you applying one before we go to bed tonight or before we rest, depending on if we rest on the land or on the boats.
Yeah, I think it's worth a shot.
All right. Right. So, are you going to search for an island?
Yeah,
Or-
I think so.
All right.
It worked out well last time.
Outdoor survival for you, Lucas.
Can I assist him with my knowledge of the pamphlet?
Yeah, let's say that you can get. All right, didn't really matter. You didn't found a suitable island.
Okay.
They were all either too small or too overgrown with shrubbery for you to land on. So it looks like you probably need to spend the night on the boat with two men shitting themselves profusely. One of them coughing, Vincent. Who else has the cough? Leopold, you have it or not?
Nope. I've never had my face under the water.
All right, great. So yeah, so it will be a hard night, and of course you need to eat your supper in the boats. So,
I'll do what I can with that.
and there's the case of Gennaro. I presume that you've once again tied him.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Your water is running out. You won't have enough clean water when...
In addition to I've got some of the water tablets.
Yeah, until you still have water for this night and maybe next morning, but that's it. After that, no more clean water.
So the next morning, let's get some water.
And use the tablets. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get to our destination, do what we need to do there, and then before we head back, we kind of do a little gear check and get all of our water situation in order, if we have enough water for that, or time for that.
All right. So with that, you go to sleep. None of you. Yes.
Could just put a healing poultice on my leg?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, mine as well.
All right.
I'll use one of mine. I'll take one minus.
What about the watches?
Same kind of.
Yeah. How are we distributed through the? So it's 4 of us in one boat, and Sally and Gennaro in the other boat.
Yeah. By the way, I think guys, remember that Vincent. You can also see that Vincent is sick.
Yeah. So it looks like maybe Lucas and I are pulling double duty watches tonight. Or tell you what, how about we sleep 6 hours? I'll take 4. You take a 2-hour watch, Lucas.
No, what I was thinking, I don't know. Sleeping in the boat, nobody's getting any wounds back anyway, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. In that case, yeah. Might as well just if Vincent isn't capable of doing a watch, then we can split watches. Okay. I'm fine with 50-50. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right. You split the watches.
And yeah.
Who's taking the first watch?
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Wait a second. Roll for perception, Lucas. I presume that you've left your lamps on? Or not?
I think we probably would because of people being sick and what,
During your first watch, it was night. Minus 20, minus 10, you've passed. Yeah, you've passed, alright. You saw that something approaches your boat. Something goes through the mire towards your boat. It's big. You can hear the splashing. You can hear this thing moving towards you. It's like middle of your watch, let's just say. The other guys are asleep. Oh, by the way, I presume that you are taking this watch in the boat with Gennaro, or not? Because remember, you need to feed him fluids.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess
my better judgment.
Yeah.
I imagine the boats are tied together side by side.
Yeah, they are close to each other. And of course, Lucas, you can see it from your side of the boat. Like the second boat is on the other side. Yeah, you see that something is approaching. It's too dark to see, exactly what it is, since there's this kind of gloom in the marsh, and your lanterns are not that strong. Fortunately, they weren't submerged when this thing attacked you 2 days ago, but even so, they are not giving enough light. What are you doing?
It's leaving us alone for now?
No, it's coming towards you.
Oh, it's coming towards me, and then I'm going to sound an alarm.
You sound alarm! Alarm! You guys are. You get up. even though all of you are sleepy, sick, tired, and aching, you all get up just in time to see what is coming towards you. What is emerging from the... Well, it's actually above the water itself. It's humanoid in shape. The light suggests that it's greenish in color. It has a huge malformed face with a wide jaw. In one of its two giant hands, it carries a club made from what looks like a dead tree with pieces of rock embedded into it. It has this beady red eyes which look at you moronically, but with a hunger inside. It's a troll.
All right.
You can feel the stench coming from this thing as it approaches your boat, and it's like... You can see that from its hair and from pieces of leather, covering its body, there are hang dead fish. Dead fish are hanging. The stench is simply atrocious. It's so overbearing that you can barely breathe. The troll approaches you, and Sally, you seem to now know why this thing is actually attacking you. When Gennaro screamed, after he screamed for the first time, when he tried to jump the boat, you thought that there was something following you through the marsh. Or maybe it was because of the struggle with the leeches, you don't know. But anyway, the troll is slowly coming towards you. Well, it's not that far away. It raises the club, and next time we shall see what it will do to you. But not today. Since now...
That's good, because now we get our luck points.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to do this battle when you are with full luck points.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a rough session.
Does the results of the healing salve, should we do that?
Nothing happened to you.
Okay.
Nothing. Okay.
Like in game mechanics, guys, healing salves are taken when you are heavily wounded, and for example, you want to take healing draught, because healing draughts normally don't work on heavy wounds. In my games, they actually do, but they only bring back a single wound. But if you take healing salve, then you are healed for 4 wounds, normal. Same with medical tests. If you are heavily wounded and someone will try to heal you, you only regain a single point. But
The healing salves were something that the effect took a while, but it was like D10 wounds. So like it's something you do.
No. If, like I said, they are supposed to help you with recovery by strengthening the effects of other healing potions or medical tests. Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you guys are simple people from the old world, so you don't know that. So, you took this salves hoping that they would help you, and perhaps in some way they did. You don't know that. After all, it takes a few days for a person to become better. Right. For the game, it's today. 70 points for everyone, since it was rough.
Okay.
Characters, 10 points each. Place of birth. Brian.
I prayed to Lucina for Gennaro.
Yeah,
I mean, normally it'd be religion, but that's really specific to Lucini.
Yeah. I will give you 5, since you told me when we were chatting that you are also a Sigmarite. I would think that after what happened, you would also pray to the man god to actually help you and your friend. One god does not exclude the other, of course. So that's why
Yeah, it
you're
was
getting
just the
5.
first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Because far from home.
Okay. Lucas, what about you? Tao.
Yeah. Are we doing religion or place of birth?
Sorry, yeah. No, actually, we are doing religion. Place of birth will be after
Oh,
that.
okay. Religion would be nothing.
All right. Jason, more. I will give you 5 points. You were praying to more, but other than that, since you were so close, dying yourself, I didn't really saw you're saying like, well, more. Thank you for not taking me to a realm. I still have something to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that prayer was pretty nice. So 5 points. And Leopold, where was
Yeah,
Sigmar today?
Yeah.
Yeah, where was he?
Yeah, exactly. I think if anything, I forgot to say expletives.
Yeah.
Taking Sigmar's name in vain today.
Okay, so after that we have place of birth. Brian.
Didn't we just do that?
No, we did religion.
That was religion.
We did religion.
Oh,
Tylea or the Moot?
I crawled over to the fire and heated up some food just for small blessings from Esmeralda.
Place of birth. Esmeralda is more of a religion, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that today was anything.
I mean, the cooking when there was no point in it.
Yeah, but like I said, it's religion, and now we are talking about place of birth. So where do you come from? Tylea or the Moot? So I didn't saw that today. Andrew?
Yeah. I was talking about sorry, I accidentally dropped out of the game. I was talking about the closest thing was really telling the stories about the leeches before with
today was
Bessie
you were Talabaklandi enough today. There were a couple of things that you were saying, so I will give you 10 points for that. Vincent, what about you?
I kind of mocked Lucas saying that Talabaklanders were stubborn.
Okay.
But that's not really. That's kind of a comment that I'm not from Talabakland, but nothing Wissenland in particular.
Yeah, I didn't saw that today as well. Remember that Wissenlanders are gloomy, fatalistic, people, something like that. They are very depressive and dark.
Yeah, it's harder to articulate that.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's something.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't saw that today, honestly. Jason.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Star sign.
Trying to stand.
Brian. Star sign.
Righteous, fearless, merciful. I was taking care of Gennaro.
Yeah, 10 points. Yeah, definitely, 10 points. Andrew.
Sensible, intuitive, lucky. I had moments of luck, but then I also had moments of really bad luck.
Yeah, true that.
No real intuitiveness. Sensibleness. I mean, I don't know if there was a whole lot that was sensible.
I'll give you 5 points. You know for what? For saying that you should probably off Gennaro.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, let's make one last roll. Make outdoor survival skill test as a free action.
Okay, hold on.
You know why the troll followed you?
Yeah.
Of course. These things are attracted. It wouldn't be able to catch your scent in this stink hole, but the sounds are something completely different. And you've rolled a natural 1, which is the ultimate success. So yeah. So I'll give you 5 for that. And Jason, what about you? Star sign?
Gungren's Baldric, Militant Profession of Arms, Disciplined. I volunteered to be the first one to go in the water.
Yes, very nice. And
so that'd be-
then you were trying to get rid of the leech by yourself, and then you've also helped Lucas. Yeah, so that was very nice. 10 points for you.
Okay.
Sean?
Cacklefax the cockerel. I don't believe I was cheap in any way, so I don't think I got anything.
Is that his only thing? Is that that he has to be cheap?
I thought that's what it was.
I know most of them have 3.
Yeah, some of them have a couple of different ones. You should check it out before our next game, or I would check it out as well and write you something.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, no, so nothing. And Doom, finally, Doom for Brian.
The blonde maiden shall weigh thy soul. I said I've a lot weighing down my soul, but Gennaro doesn't deserve any of this.
Very nice. You know what? Even I will give you 10 points for that. Andrew?
The sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. I don't know, pretty much everything brought suffering this time. So I don't know if that really came into play.
The sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. No, you weren't using a sword today.
No, well, like I said, it's there's no real issue of justice or any of that. I mean, there was, like I said, lots of suffering, but no real, that's not really an issue of justice. That's really an issue of empathy. So that wouldn't really apply either.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say, I used something that was not a weapon to save Sally, but even then that didn't, because he didn't grab the barrel, so never, and that wasn't like I said, really an issue of justice. So
yeah,
there's really nothing that popped up this time.
Okay. So after that, Jason.
All right. My new doom is the darkest rot shall eat thee from within.
That's
Which isn't far
10
off
points.
from
I saw what happened today. Very nice.
Yeah, I was trying to dry heat or induce vomiting at the beginning, and obviously everything else.
Yeah, and in the end, you became sick yourself. Okay, nice. Sean.
The hourglass shatters before that last grain falls. Again, I don't think it really came into play. I didn't even think about it at all. My doom during this, I was too too concerned with being completely ineffectual.
Yes. Well.
You need to have that catchphrase. We don't have time for this. Just say that every so often.
ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sally, 5 points, because even though you were shitting yourself profusely, you were still, making a dinner as a halfling. So 5 points for you. Okay, guys, that's it. I will create a document for myself only on roll, because quite a few of you are sick, and I need to manage that. Yeah, sickness in Warhammer is pretty nasty. So after that, let's check out my calendar. What about the 23rd?
I think that should be okay.
Yeah, I thought you had to take a couple of weeks off after this in September.
I will probably have only to take one, as it
Okay.
turns out. So 21st should be okay for me.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good for me at this
Of course,
point.
it might change. So just so you
Yeah,
know.
no worries.
Looks good for me at this point, but I can't promise that it's September, October, November are all weird months for me. I got a lot that kind of pops up. So, like I said, it looks good for me now, but I can't promise it will stay good.
All right. So for now, let's yeah.
Hey, Sean, what are you in the same time zone as Utah?
Currently, I don't know if they change or not. We never change. So right
Okay.
now I'm in the same time zone as California.
Okay.
I think Utah might be the same.
When do you start?
Utah's
Because-
Mountain Time. Utah is in Mountain Time,
Well,
which is not Pacific. So
yeah. Well, technically Arizona is Mountain Time, but then it's not.
right.
So
Okay.
uh,
Everyone.
Because I'll be in Salt Lake City at that time, and
Here, let me
on
look at my,
vacation, but I will probably be able to attend.
Okay. Let me just look at my clock here and see if I can figure out.
All right, Brian, you're okay with
One
that
of my
date?
coworkers is in Salt Lake
The
City.
23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good. So for now, the 23rd stays. If anything happens, we'll change it.
Yeah,
All right,
sounds
guys. Thanks for the game. It was a rough one today.
Yeah.
And that's when the Thousand Thrones begins to show its true face. But don't worry, it's not all like that. So don't run from me just yet. Just yet. And of course, if you think that the things will begin to be more difficult, then just tell me and we shall work something out. All right?
Okay.
After all,
Yeah.
it's about your fun, so I'm not opposed to dialing down the difficulty a bit.
Okay.
That said, of course, I am taking into consideration the fact that you are all very actually high-level characters.
Listening
Cool.
in on the last session, do I collect any XP or not from the last session?
I don't remember what did we say that
Yeah, we did.
half, right?
I had those notes. Well, I thought we did. It was the base for the game. So
Yes.
if we got whatever, so like this time, I think we got 60 last time. So I think you got 60.
Yeah. So at 62. Oh, and by the
Yeah.
way, is it the third time someone was making notes today or not?
No, this is the second time
Second.
for me.
All right. All right.
Actually, let me check real quick because I think I put it in the notes. How many you got? Yeah,
You did.
50 is what we got each one.
50.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what you got.
All right.
Okay.
So that's
Thank
50. All right, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you on 23rd if nothing, comes up. Thanks for the game.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, thank you.
I will update the galleries and I will, of course, create an event on our Facebook
Great.
group. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
See you later.
All right,
Later.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.